What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Run 7 show. As always, feel free to skip ahead. Here's the highlights from the previous 2 months. Welcome to Kid Stream, everybody, where it's nothing but chaos the entire time. Making dreams come true. Oh, easy street. Anytime you can auto anything, you should. Everybody and their robotic mother is watching us right now. Somebody hit the live alert. You never know when you're gonna catch me with my pants down. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't try to look like a dumb teenager for vanity reasons. I'm Keanu Reeves! I'll put a lot of things in my mouth. I don't want to put that in my mouth. She's interactive. I don't mind objectifying women, I just don't want to torture them. Do what makes you happy, even if it's having your testicles stepped on by a woman in stilettos. She sounds more mentally stable than my ex-wife. Cause he's gonna pay me, lady. I do things for money. Bunch of tree-hugging hippies. Don't point at me. Not at my face. And not at the crotch. You steal somebody's car and people try to murder you. How is that even fair? If they're deaf and blind and only have one leg, I might be able to get them. I know you're all on sugar highs from stealing your kids' candy, but y'all need to go to bed at some point. She's saying that your safe word should have less than 5 syllables.
Sure.
That's too much for me. I don't want to f my video game. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Rello comes in here and gets it? Frickin' Rello gets it? I'm sorry, that was the opposite of what I wanted to happen right there.
Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go?
It's as chaotic in this room as it is on the screen. I just want you guys to know. My genius has amazing amounts of creativity to solve these problems. I'm doing good enough this month that I'm not taking any sort of donate. Well, I'm always taking donations, Chad. Feel free to donate anytime you want. So far, we're the friendliest murderers in the history of Arc Raiders. Damn it if I can't help myself but be nice to people. It's all your fault, West. I'm perfect and you're wrong. This is a handsome facade, guys. I'm not gonna blemish this. I'd rather die pretty. Run 7. Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. That wasn't what I meant to do. I was trying to heal and I threw a grenade at myself. Oh, man. Great, guys. Thanks for the support, chat. Appreciate it.
I hate you so much.
If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to stop by my live Twitch stream anytime you want to with me. She wouldn't sleep with us, but still, that probably just means she's classy. I'm pushing my buttons. You're pushing my buttons. I'm in trouble. 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 Just remember, guys, little swords get to go hilt deep. I'm gonna ground my son for making me play this. We got all 3. I am the greatest ever. So I just had the most brilliant idea while I was outside peeing on a bush. Fuck it. Let's have some fun.
Oh boy. Well, at least I didn't have a heavy load out.
Oh no! Ah! Holy shit! I didn't realize what I was getting into. Oh my God! Run! Run! Lower! Lower! Not too low! Not too low! Ah! Ooh! Ah! That was in the chest. All right. Ah! 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 Ah!
Okay.
Ah!
On a sec.
I want no countdown? Really? Holy fuck balls! Oh, thank you very much. Wow, Cyberpunk just getting better every time we play it. Whatever, look up at that night sky and remember me, bitches. I got the best viewers. I swear. What's up, moviegoers and Arc Raider fans? If you're here for our rating on the live stream, well, you're just gonna have to wait about an hour while we warm up playing some Arc Raiders. I'm in a little early. I wanted to just get in some Arc rating. So I came in, started streaming a little early. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, then just skip ahead about, I don't know, 55 minutes or something. You'll get to the R rating. Yeah, we're gonna be going over The Sound of Music today, and this one's gonna be pretty wild. Honest to God, like this one came out of left field for me. I'd never seen this movie before, and I didn't expect to happen what happened, and so we got lots to talk about of that one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first, I want to get started on you know, looting and shooting and stuff in Arc Raiders. So that's what we're gonna do. Crow gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you, Crow. Man, you are single-handedly keeping this stream alive these days. I gotta admit, the subs and whatnot have not been coming in hot and heavy lately, and that's my fault because I'm not streaming on a schedule. I'm not doing any of the things a streamer is supposed to do. Luckily, Crow doesn't mind the unusual stream tactics over here at the Run 7 show and is graciously gifting out some subs to viewers. So be sure to say thank you to Crow if you caught one of those free ones. What's up, Devils fan? What's up, Wonderful D? What's up, Commander Faust? What's up, Nice? What's up, Sifu Shan? What's up, Miss Hillary, who will be joining us for our rating tonight because she was in the watch party. We were having a gay old time in the watch party the other night. And what's up, Crow? What's up, Cleaning Agent? So, what do you say we get into this? I will kill the music and get us over to some Arc Raiders. Free loadout to start us off. Don't even care where we go. Probably, what do I have to do? Hold on, let's find out what we're even doing. I've got quests in Buried City, Dam Battlegrounds, and Stella Montes. Ooh, maybe we should do free loadouts in Stella and just kill people. That sounds fun. Unopened containers searched. That'll happen naturally. Damage dealt to raiders using shotgun ammo weapons. Let's go to Stella with shotguns. Damage dealt to Arc enemies or raiders. That's gonna happen naturally too. So it looks like we're gonna do a super cheap loadout so I can take in a shotgun into Stella. And we're gonna shoot some people. You think you're super glad that I had the reaction I did to that movie? I was just as surprised as you were, to be honest. What's cheap? Mark 1 combat. We'll put in a mid shield. We're gonna have to build one. Oh my god, it's been a couple of days since I've played this. Oh, so I got the new headset, right? The VR headset for my PS5 in the house, and I will
ask me about my winner.
I will be bringing it out here to the studio, whether it's bringing out the entire PS5 or just linking it in straight to Steam. I don't know. I don't really want to buy a Steam game if I've already got it on my PS5, so I might bring the whole system out here. But
Just go to your local home improvement
Guys are
store
going nuts
and ask
today.
for the big black cock.
on a whim, I picked up 2 titles. So I have Horizon Call to the Mountain, which is cool. It's like a demo game though. You know, it looks beautiful. It gets kind of tedious after a while. It just shows off some of the stuff. And then of course I got Beat Saber because you gotta have Beat Saber.
That's what she said.
And then I got, on a whim, I picked up Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. It's the VR version of FNAF. And then, which that's more for the kids, and they got it and they had fun. But then I found this other game. Never heard of it before. This is one where the advertising sold me on it. Not knowing anything. Saw this, it was like, let's do this. The game's called Madison. It's a horror survival VR game. People have stated that this is the scariest game for any VR platform on the market currently. About shit my pants. Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. I like it. I'll probably play another hour of it tonight after stream. Just scary. You play this kid who may or may not be possessed by a demon, but his father believes he's possessed by a demon. His mother may or may not be a serial killer cult leader. There's lots of weird stuff going on, and you're in this creepy house, and it's kind of like an escape room situation where every room you have to get out of. You can go back into previous rooms to find more clues and tools, so your area gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you play. But there's all kinds of sounds, weird stuff happens, things run across the screen, and I just scream like a little girl like the whole time I'm playing. It is so scary. Yeah, that's the thing, Windstorm. I need to figure out how to make jump scares work with a VR headset, and I just don't really know how to do that yet. I haven't researched any of it, to tell you the truth. What was I building, a shield? I think I was building a shield. That's probably medical, I think. Shield, nope, an actual shield is what I need. Let's go There's the light shield. Where's the mid shield? That's a smoke grenade. Where's the... I thought the mid shield was there. Oh, it's under shields, duh. Anytime I can do something stupid, I will. Let's get a couple of these. Or just one. We'll just get one. Let's track those resources. And then I'll make 5 of these because those will come in handy. That's probably what we're going to take in. I'm not going to bother with adrenaline. I'll do a couple of bandages, I guess. And we'll see what we can bring in here. All right, so there's the mid shield. Do I got to build a shotgun? I probably got to build a shotgun. Let's get our parts. Shotgun choke. I've been waiting to use that because I never play with shotguns. Vertical grip 2 significantly reduces vertical recoil. Don't care about vertical recoil so much. Moderately reduces horizontal recoil. I like that. Moderately reduces vertical recoil. Let's do... we'll do the horizontal, I guess. I don't really know if it jumps around a lot. I never really use it. Oh, I never tried this. Ooh, look at that. We'll try that. Extra rounds and a buttstock. We're not going to put anything too fancy in here. And then let's go with a secondary weapon like a Stitcher or a Berletta or something like that. A Venator 2? We could try a Venator 2. It's already got some pieces in it too, so nothing too hyper good. We're gonna need smoke. It's Stella. We're gonna need smoke. We're gonna need at least 5 jolt mines, but we've only got 1. And now it's time for some decent bandages and that shield charger, which I thought was blue. We'll put that in there, and that should be good. I think that's good. Oh, ammo. Duh. We got mid and shotgun. By the way, headshots don't count with shotguns in ARC. Don't bother aiming for the head. Torso is all you're gonna get. So go torso or go home with the shotgun. Headshots with every other weapon do 2.5 damage, I believe. There's a 2.5 multiplier. So yeah, I gotta look into how to make the jumps. I need chat to be displayed on my visor so I can see. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to just stop and have conversations and then go back to the game. Kind of like I do with ARC, how like I play in a match and I'm too focused to read what you guys are, you know, your guys' jokes about me. And then I need the jump scares to come up on my visor as well. And if I can't get HUD effects to display in the visor and read it as a monitor, then what I was thinking about doing is when I play VR games, I'll disable the visual ones and only enable spooky sounds that you guys can do, like the knocking on the door or whatever, or anything that's gonna be spooky for the games I play to make me trip out while I'm playing scary games, right? So hell, honestly, like this scary bear jump scare, the one that gets me the most, like just the sound of that's probably going to make me crap myself while I'm playing that game. So it really doesn't even matter if I see it or not. So, but yeah, it's something I'm going to set up and I'm looking forward to doing that. I thought about doing that tonight, but I didn't have enough time. I actually got to work today. That's right. Had a job, worked about 5 hours, and I was super happy to get back to work because, man, it's been a while. And I got some work tomorrow to do and stuff, so that was cool. A little bit tired, but see? Yeah, that would work just fine. I don't know why I didn't know that you guys were gonna do that as soon as I had mentioned it. All right, doing some solo play, Stella Montis. We're gonna go kill people. Probably gonna get absolutely rocked right out of the gate. Remember, I don't know where to go in Stella Montis. I tend to... if I survive encounters, I don't know how to evac because I can't find the place to leave. So this will be interesting. Hello. Yeah, So that's what's going on in my life and what's coming up and everything else.
I'm proud of you. You know that.
I know you're proud.
You do.
You haven't stepped foot there yet? It's not so bad. Honestly, my aggression meter is so low that I can go to Stella and most of the time meet friendlies. It's not even that bad. But we're gonna kill people. It's KOS today because I need to get damage with the shotgun. I may even like stabilize people and walk them back. I didn't bring a defib, but I could stabilize people and walk them back to a go home point and extract. All right. I don't know why I'm looking at the map here, but oh wow, because it hasn't loaded in yet. Maybe that's probably why. Let's go. Oh, this is me. Okay. That's so weird. Let's see if I can't get to the seed vault. Where am I? Did you see my arrow jumping around on the map? What's up with that? Dude, shit's going down, man. Oops, I thought that was a search. Instead, I just grabbed something random. I can hear a bunch of people. Weird. Might as well do some breach and search. Sure, why not? We'll just take it all. I don't really care. I'm not here to loot. Hope they say down the zip line. Oh, quit being friendly and come down the zip line so I can kill you. What's up, Duchess? There's an arc flying over there. Does somebody have like their TV playing on like open mic? Do you understand how non-aggressive my stats are? That I get paired with these people?
Yeah, I know it is. It's a little hard to describe, but it's like a community. Yeah. It's like I think.
Please say it's down the zip line.
Yeah. The Manticore thing. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, you can just probably hop down and come down the stairs there. You'll see it.
Down the stairs?
Hey. Friendly.
Damn it.
I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. It's not, but.
I love that his mic's wide open.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout for anything loose. Friendly. Hey, there was a guy who's friendly here. Did you say somebody needed complex thing parts?
Oh man, I should just go pick up my jolt mine. These guys are never gonna come down here now. Heard something. What's up, Dan? I'm hunting raiders on Stella. My aggression meter is so incredibly low that we're finding people who are walking around with like open microphones. You can hear the TV playing in the background. They're just talking to every raider they come across, and then here's me ratting it out. Trying to use that third-person perspective to my advantage. Dang it, no one coming down my hallway? That's behind me. There's somebody behind me. There's like a whole crowd of people down here. There's like a freaking chipper community here. Like all the happiest, nicest people. Okay, we gotta go find someplace new, because this is not good. There's too many people talking. I take on one and the whole crew is gonna come after me, because they're all nice and friendly and holding hands. Being a bunch of... Oh my god, I breached that for nothing. Is that my jolt mine? I'll take a shotgun choke blueprint, buddy. Off your dead carcass! They got my jolt mine. Oh my god, you guys. Come on. I've already got sweaty palms over here. I can barely hold on to my own controller. Okay, let's go hunting then. Oh my god, I hear people walking around. There's so much noise in here, I can't even tell which one it is. Like, there's people all around me, just not in this room.
I don't know where that is. That sounds so close.
Come on, guys, quit screwing with me. This is hard.
Oh, that's pretty cool. He's by the left corner.
Fuck you, Dan. Oh my god. That's cruel. On fucking Stella, guys. On Stella, really?
A big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Well, I'm sorry that you're not receiving the excitement that you want.
Run.
What the fuck? Fire! Oh my god! Shotguns are such shit! Shotguns are such shit! They are so slow shooting. Oh my gosh. Shotguns are such shit. Why did I make my name Run 7? Because it sounds so cool.
Your game, Chris!
A Bettina 2. That guy did take me out with a Bettina 2. That's kind of funny. Let's see if I got the achievement. Run 7 is the character from a very, very obscure science fiction novel, B. Rich, from one of my favorite authors. It is, the character is a half cyborg, half pig. Like, it's a, in the story, they make humanoid pigs to transplant body parts into humans. And this one was turned into a half cyborg, half humanoid pig, space pirate. Very evil dude named Run 7, and I really liked it. Damage Delta Raiders using shotgun ammo weapons. That's awesome. So that helps. Yeah, 0 players. Did you see? I'm like being a rat going down the stairs, shooting the guy, and 2 people just walk right by me. Why did they not shoot me in the back? I was a rat. They saw me engaging on that guy. That was hilarious. So that was cool. Oh, I love PvP. I mean, my hands are just shaking. I have a love-hate relationship, I should say, with PvP.
And now you get to wear a wig.
Oh my god. Oh, what happened all this time? I got a wig. Oh, and Buckshot Roulette. We gotta play Buckshot Roulette. Okay, so that's gonna take up all our time until our rating starts here in about 45 minutes. So we'll just exit out of here. We'll play some Buckshot Roulette, and I'll put on a wig.
7, you got a hat redemption?
And a hat while we're at it.
I'm proud of you. You
There you
know
go.
that. I hope you do.
It's a hat and a wig. Where'd my headphones go? They're wireless, so I can't just follow the wire to them anymore. All right, I got my beard, and I got my hat. This counts as a wig, by the way. We're just counting it as a wig. All right, let's go do Buckshot Roulette. I think that's a Steam game. It's under B, I bet. There we go. Buckshot Roulette. Here we go. They have to be level 4 for them to be any good? Okay, screw you, Sifushin. Buckshot Roulette. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Did you know pig bones are the closest to be similar to human bones? I didn't know that, but I do know that they, like, using pigs to create body parts is like a legitimate thing that people, like scientists or somebody are doing. Like, that's, like, there's rats, monkeys, pigs. Pigs have, like, really similar structures. I don't know. I'm not smart like that. Leave me alone. Why so, like in Arc Raiders, I was just trying to get that achievement for doing shotgun damage, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to go to Stella and attack people. Made it since 5:30 this morning without a vape. Woohoo! Nice. That's great. We're gonna do the Quaaludes, of course. Take drugs whenever you can. All right, here we go. Man, it's been a while since we played Buckshot Roulette. This will be fun. All right, you guys know the rules, and if you don't, we pick a streamer to play as. So, who are we playing as today? Let's try and pick somebody new, because like we've done Dan, and we did Rolf Kieran. I think we did Wapo. Somebody new. I think we did Mobile Gamer one time. I think I know. There we go! We're playing as Miss Hillary! There it is! Alright. First thing in the box is, I believe that's an adrenaline shot to steal. Got a beer over here. That'll rack a shell out of the shotgun. There's another steal. That's nice. That's not too bad. Steals are great. Oh, they got 2 magnifying glasses too. All right, 2 and 1. Oh, I need my cheat sheet or I will lose count of those bullets, and we don't want to lose count. You don't want to lose count of bullets when you're playing Russian roulette with a shotgun. Oh, shit, what was it? Was it 2 and 1? Was it 2 and 1 or 1 and 2? I think it was 2 blanks and 1 live one. I think it was 2 blanks and 1 live. Was that it? 2 and 1? I don't know. All right, so it's our turn. Obviously, we got to steal one of those magnifying glasses to see what's in the shotgun. Let's take a magnifying glass. There we go. It was 1 and 2, 1 blank and 2 live ones. Are you sure, Faust? So that means there is 1 blank one in the gun now, and the rest are all going to be live ones. We're going to point the gun at Hillary's head and pull the trigger. Here we go. Shooting Hillary in her face! Woo! We knew it was a blank, so that wasn't as scary as we thought it would be. And we get to go again. Should be... Are you sure? He says not at all. Let's steal the other magnifying glass. Otherwise, the guy's gonna use it. We might as well just steal it and get it. And then we can be sure anyway. Should be a live round. There we go, live round, okay. And we're gonna rack it out of the gun to make it another live round that we're gonna shoot at the dealer. So this should be a live round into the dealer. Here we go. So much for Foss paying attention. It was 2 and 1 after all. All right, starting a new round. Starting a new round with no damage on the dealer. Handcuffs for those kinky folks. Another steal. And that's all they're gonna give us. Okay, 1 live one, 2 blanks. one. Thank God I wasn't looking at the screen just then. We don't know what it is. That's a pack of smokes. Not going to do us any good. So 2 blanks, 1 live one. The odds are that it's going to be a blank one. I say we steal the switcheroo, switch it, and shoot the dealer with it. Actually, let's put cuffs on the dealer. There we go. So he skips his turn next time. Then we're going to steal the polarity switcher. Hopefully we're changing it from a blank round to a live round. Hopefully. And then we're going to shoot the dealer in the face. Woo! Plan worked. There we go. All right. And we get to go again. And this is a 50-50 chance. So, Hillary, why don't you make the decision? Hillary, do you have the cojones to shoot yourself? Or are you going to point the gun at the dealer? It's a 50-50 chance and we have no tools to use. What's it going to be, Hillary? Has it been 5 minutes yet? Oh my God, this beard is so terrible. It just gets in your face like, ugh. Like I'm just eating beard right now. Oh no, she says. I think she meant to say, oh no. What's it gonna be? Choose now. I'm gonna say dead round, so self-sacrifice. Hillary walking in with some brass balls, taking the shot. Oh, whoa, yeah, and it pays off, and now we get to shoot the dealer. Holy moly, look at that. Wow, takes the gamble and wins the round. Hillary, that's why I make somebody else, like we play as somebody else. Playing this game as myself freaks me out too much. I get too nervous. It's too stressful. So that's why I made the rule that we play as a different content creator. All right, we got a beard, a rack of shell out of the gun. We got a smokes to give us back some health. We have a steel and a pair of cuffs. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got 4 health, 1 and 1. It's a 50-50 chance. All right, so they have a magnifying glass, so I think we steal the magnifying glass, find out what it is, and then we make a decision from there. You know what, Crow? Next time we'll get Bubba. It's a blank one. Okay, so we'll shoot ourselves in the face. And then the next round goes to the dealer because it's gonna be a live round. My New Year's going great, Windstorm. My New Year's going great. There we go, there we go. Starting out that round right. Oh, man. Oh, that beard is so terrible. Oh. The beard's almost the worst, almost. Okay, let's see what's in the box. I did what all of you did. Let's see, that's 3 and 2. 3 blanks, 2 live. 3 blanks, 2 live ones. I did what all of you did for New Year's Eve. I stayed up late and watched the series finale of Stranger Things, right? That's what we all did, right? Same thing. My eldest son had a very hard time with that one. There's some tears to be had in that episode, as was the last episode, actually. He had a rough time with that one. But then, you know, we finished that up. We watched some music. We played some video games. Watched the ball drop an hour early. And then I watched the latest episode of Fallout. I was passed out by 2100. Okay, I thought it was a really good episode, Hillary. I really enjoyed the way they did it. It was kind of like, if you're gonna kill off characters or not kill off characters, I think they played a delicate balance there, and I think they did a really good job with their choice of who got offed and who didn't. All right. We have 3 blanks, 2 live ones. Odds are it's a blank. Let's use the phone and find out something about this. The 5th shell is a live round, so the very last one is a live round. That means it's 3 blanks and 1 live one. Could be this shell. So we're gonna point the gun at Hillary and take a crack at it. See what happens. 3-to-1 odds here. There we go. We get to go again because we're awesome like that. Let's take a beer and rack out a shell and see what happens. Because right now it's 2-to-1 odds. And now it's a 50-50, so we'll drink another beer and change that. All right, these last 2 are both going to the dealer, so we're gonna cuff the dealer, shoot the dealer, and then shoot the dealer again. It's gonna be badass. Watch this. I'm trying to make it quick, Dan. There we go. Boom! Double tap. Yes, Fallout Season 2 is out. And I'm really enjoying Season 2. I think they made Season 2 even more like the video game, believe it or not. There are moments in it where you're like, that's a quest choice right there. 2 people dying, 1 stim pack. Who do you give it to? Right? That's a Fallout challenge right there. And there's so many things that are happening where you're like, that's an NPC giving them a quest. Like, it's great. I'm really enjoying the show. Very happy with it. Of course, I'm a huge Fallout fan in the first place, so. All right, Kinky Cuffs, a steel, phone. Still got our smokes. 1-to-1. Dan just subscribed. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. All right. Look at all the toys the dealer has over there. We kind of gotta get the dealer with this. Oh, this is easy. We cuff the dealer, shoot at the dealer. If it's a blank, we shoot again and get them. They've only got 1 health point. There we go. Here we go. Piece of cake. I've only seen the first episode of Season 2 so far. I have to wait to just binge watch the whole thing at once. Yeah, I would binge it, but I can't wait. I am chomping at the bit to get more Fallout in my life. So that was a guaranteed win there. All right, 2 rounds go to Hillary. Can she win round 3, ladies and gentlemen? Clear the board. Start us over fresh. What's in the box? We have a power-up doing double damage from the gun. We got a phone, give us some information about one of the rounds. We have some prescription drugs, 50-50 chance that it heals you or hurts you. And we have a steal. Oh, they're gonna give us lots of toys. Rack a shell out with that beer. All right. All right, that's 3 blanks, 2 live ones. 3 blanks, 2 live rounds. Gun goes to us. Wow, they have almost the same thing. They just got 1 more steal. Now, you can't steal a steal. We could steal the phone and use it, I guess. Here, let's rack a beer out and just change these odds. If it racks out a live one, then we go for ourselves. Racked out a blank. It's now 2 and 2, 50-50 chance that the next round is a live round. Let's make a phone call. And then we'll probably end up stealing the cuffs. Second shell is blank. The second shell is blank. That means there is a 2-to-1 odds the next round is live. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal the cuffs, cuff the dealer, do double damage on the gun, hope that the odds are forever in our favor, take a shot at the dealer, and then the next turn, we're gonna shoot the gun at Hillary because we know it's a blank one. That's the plan here. Taking the steal. There's the cuffs. Double damage. Now we shoot the dealer and hope that we do 2 damage with this. Woo! Yeah! There we go. Now we know that this next round is a blank round because the phone told us so. And it's our turn to go again. So we're gonna aim it at Hillary and take the win here, which should give us another turn. Here we go. And now it's 50-50. All right, Hillary, your turn. 50-50 chance. Are you gonna point the gun at yourself or are you gonna point the gun at the dealer? You got lucky last time. Is Lady Luck still riding shotgun with you? We probably shouldn't use shotgun references while playing this game, huh? Dealer, she says. Shoot the dealer. Here we go. Oh, too bad. Too bad. And now he knows it's live. He's powering it up for double damage. I don't know what he's gonna... Oh, he's gonna steal the drugs? Come on, kill yourself. Kill yourself. Oh, no! He got the health back. And he turns her just like that. We're now down in the points. Look at that. Just flip the table on us. We were up 4-2. Now we're down 2-4. Smokes, beer, steel, handcuffs. All right, what'd he get? He got cuffs and steels and beers. It looks like he's got a phone back there. Was that 3 and 2? 3 blanks, 2 live rounds. Okay, he's got a polarity switcher and handcuffs and smokes. Let's take the smokes, try and regain 1 charge. Can't hurt, right? All right, there we go. Let's see. So we could rack a shell out. If it racks out a live one, we know that it's going to be 3-1 odds. It's a blank and we could shoot ourselves. If it racks out a blank, it would be 50-50 odds. And we could then use the handcuffs to just go for it. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of risky. He's got a polarity switcher. We could... Ooh. Here we go. What if we steal the polarity switcher, use the cuffs, shoot him, hopefully playing the odds 3-2. It's a blank. We switch the polarity to a live round and it goes off. And then we get to go again. With it being 50-50, we could drink the beer and that'll change the odds either for a live round or for a blank round. Let's do that. Here we go. We're gonna throw the cuffs on him. We're gonna grab this polarity switcher, use it on the gun, and shoot the dealer playing the odds. All right, and now we're gonna shoot the dealer. Hopefully it works. Damn it, we just turned a live round into a blank round. It is now 3 blanks and 1 live. That's okay though. Let's shoot Hillary in the face. 3-1 odds. Fuck! Oh no! Okay, it is now 3 blanks in the gun to 0 live rounds. So it doesn't matter what he does. He's just shooting blanks at this point. Racked out a blank. He's gonna what? Steal our beer and rack out another blank. And then what, shoot yourself? Shoot me? Yeah, he's gonna shoot himself. There it is. That's the end of the round. I think he wasted his cuffs. That was a waste of cuffs right there. Okay. Magnifying glass, thank you. That's a sure thing. Cuffs, I like those. A beer is useful, sorta. All right, 2 and 2. Here we go. 2 and 2. Let's start off with the magnifying glass. Give us the edge. Let us know what we're doing here. It's a blank round. We're gonna shoot ourselves in the face with a blank round. And now we're gonna put the cuffs on the dealer, and we're just gonna fire and fire and fire until hopefully he dies. So hopefully this is a live round. It should be 1 and 2. There we go. Now it's 1 and 1. So it's 50-50 chance and we get to shoot again. Do we rack a beer? Do we drink a beer and rack a shell out first, hoping it's the blank and we can shoot the, actually, you know what? Either way, whatever it racks out, we know how to play it, right?
You promised I could get better drops.
We can either shoot
You said you were
ourselves
gonna
with
give
the
me better
blank or
drops.
shoot him with the live one, whatever's left in the gun. So there we go. We'll do that.
There
All
we
right,
go.
it racked out a
There
live
we
one, so we
go.
can shoot the dealer for
There
one
we
more
go.
point. That ends the round.
There we go.
That's right. Mobile's happy about that one. All right, we tied it up. It's 2-2. Magnifying glass is awesome. Double damage is awesome. Another magnifying glass and another double damage. And a phone call? This is great. Hopefully it's a bunch of rounds in here. Look at that, full boat, 4 and 4. Woo, we're gonna go for it today, folks. All right, so first things first, we find out what it is. It's a blank one, that sucks. I was hoping it'd be a live one. We could double it up and do it again. All right, now it's 3 blanks, 4 live rounds. We'll use the magnifying glass again. Come on, show me a live round. Show me a live round. There we go. Double damage to the dealer and it ends the round. That's right, dealer. Got ourselves an easy one. How much time we got on the clock? 7:30. We got a few minutes. Woo! Hillary wins all 3 rounds. Okay. So Hillary, do you want to go double or nothing? You want to do it again and try and double your points? Or do you want to call it good and get on to our rating and we'll just try and meet up with Dan? It's a lot. It's a lot. You want to just, you call it 10, you win your $10 and you get to go home. All right, Hillary's, go for it. Double or nothing, we're going for it. Okay, she says go for it. Here we go. Gotta have to try and make this quick so we don't take up too much time. Doubling those points. Here we go. Smokes, steel, beer, polarity switcher, and power up. Wow, a lot of toys to play with. 4, 2 blanks, 1 live one. I say we rack it and see what that does for us. Because that'll kind of tell us. Okay, we racked out a blank. It's now 50-50. We could use the phone. That should tell us exactly what's going on. Let's try that out. Because it'll tell us what either the first or second. Second shell is a blank, so this one's live. All right, so we're going to power it up and shoot this guy. Should do double damage. There we go. All right, takes 2 off. Nice. Okay, now he has a lot of stuff. He doesn't have any steals, but he's got enough to do some pretty good damage to us. He's got that polarity switcher, so he can power up that blank and shoot us with it, put the handcuffs on. Oh man, he can do lots of stuff. That sucked. All right, it should be a live round in the gun, I believe. If it's not the end of the round, it's a live gun. Oh, never mind, that was the end of the round. Okay. Magnifying glass, I love it. Polarity switcher's useful. Okay. 1 and 1. Okay, easy. 1 and 1. Let's steal his magnifying glass first. It's a live round. We're gonna power that one up. Oh, there's a play here. I could have taken his cuffs and done something a little different here because I had enough magnifying glasses to do this on my own. So that was a misplay. I could have guaranteed a win there, but I stole his magnifying glass. I should have stole his handcuffs. We're gonna add some health to ourselves. We're gonna hit him for double damage. He doesn't have a polarity switcher, so we're kind of in luck here. So he's not gonna be able to do anything really. Hillary's all about the cuffs, she says. All right, his turn. He's got a blank in the gun, so all he can do is end the round, and that should give it to us as long as we can figure this out. We have 2 magnifying glasses to figure this one out. And polarity switchers. Whatever we get, we're gonna win this first round. Wow, lots of polarity switchers. 3 and 2, 3 blanks, 2 live ones. That's okay, Windstorm, you don't need to. Let's see, 3 blanks, 2 live ones. Let's use our magnifying glass first. If it's a blank, oh, it's a live one, cool, okay. We're gonna win the round. That's it, that was easy. That was very easy. I don't need to take the cuffs. That into the round, Devils fan. Hillary wins round 1. All right, clear the board, start us over. A new box of toys. Hillary's hoping for those handcuffs. All right, she got her handcuffs. 4 to 4, 3 blanks, 3 live. All right. So it's 3 and 3. You've got 2 beers, Hillary. You could drink a beer and rack out around and see if that shifts the odds from 50-50 one way or the other. I mean, it will shift the odds one way or the other. We could take a look at the phone, find out what one of the further rounds will be, the shells in the gun will be. She just says cuff him. Just cuff him. Just cuff him. Okay, she wants the cuffs. Fine, we'll just put the cuffs on him. All right. Let's find out what's in the gun. It's a blank round. That's going to be pointed at Hillary, so we can go to me. I don't think this uses the cuffs. So the cuffs should stay on the dealer, I believe. That's how it works. Let's do the phone and find out if we can gain any knowledge. It's 2 blanks and 3 live ones. The 4th shell is blank. The 4th shell is blank. Second to last one. Okay. The 4th shell is blank. That means there is 1 to 3 odds it's a live round. 1 in 3 odds this next shot is a live round. So let's shoot the dealer with it. There we go. Nice. It is now 2 and 2 in the gun, but we know that the 3rd shot will be a blank. All right. Oh, the 3rd shot will be a blank. So the odds on this round, this shell being live is 1 to 2. 2 chances in 3 that it's a live round. So we kind of need to take it to the dealer with this one. I think we're going to stick it to the dealer and hope for another live round. Play the odds, and it worked out for us. There are now 2 blanks in the gun, 1 live round. And the 2nd shot is going to be a blank. So it's a 50-50 on this round. He knows what it is. He knows what it's going to be. He's taking a cigarette break. Putting the cuffs on me. Doing double damage. This is the live round. The rest of them are blanks. We just got hit for 2. Just like that, he turns the tables again. We're now down 2-3, and there's 2 blank rounds in the gun. We can just shoot them both at Hillary. Or he's gonna shoot him at himself. Okay, and then he gets to go again. Shoot it at yourself, dealer. Yep, there we go. All right. Okay, starting us over. Love it. Hillary loves it. Everybody likes that one. The steals are lots of fun. 3-3. It's even odds. Let's steal his magnifying glass and see if we can find out what this is. Blank round. We're gonna shoot Hillary with this one. All right, and then we're gonna use another magnifying glass because it's now 2-3. Those aren't great odds, so we're gonna use the magnifying glass again, find out what this is. It's another blank round, okay. So there's that. It is now 1-3. So we're gonna put the cuffs on him because I know Hillary's just waiting to use those handcuffs. And we're gonna shoot the dealer 2 times in a row here. We're gonna go for the dealer, and odds are it's live. Yeah, all right, it's 1-2. And 1 blank, 2 live rounds. We'll try the dealer again, just playing those odds, 66% chance, right? Ooh, that sucks. And now it's the dealer's turn. The cuffs are off. He's got 2 live rounds in that gun, and he's smoking another cigarette. Dang it. Oh no. We just lost. We just lost. No. Oh, that's so sad. Man, going double or nothing. No, well, I think in the entirety of playing this game, I think Rolf Karen is the only one who's ever gone double or nothing once and succeeded. So, hold escape to exit. There we go. Got it. All right. All right, we got to head over to Dan's channel. Well, we're going to link up with Dan's channel to do the movie review. All right. Whoops. Wow, my mouse is all cranked up for some reason. My mouse is hyped up more than I am. Let's bring another window down here and do this. I need to turn on my virtual camera. Let me mess around with some stuff here. I got the wrong background on. I want the movie one. This is good enough. I don't have a Sound of Music movie background, so we're going to go the sounds of this smoky bar is the background we're going to use. Let's see. We've got that, and we're going to join as guest. I think that's right.
William, can you hear me?
Oh my God, we're already starting in on this.
I'm just going to run and grab a drink before we...
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Excellent.
Sorry, I muted my the tab so I didn't hear the game.
Okay, so you can hear me though.
I can hear you now. Yes, yeah.
Excellent. No audio issues. Everybody is here, so like maybe we just get started. But I've got a little game set up. I don't know if you want to back out for a minute at a time and we'll run each of you through individually.
Did you need me to back out? I was last in. I might as well be out.
I mean, it sounds rude, but I mean, if you don't mind.
Dan's kicking me out.
Go play more shotgun game.
More shotgun game? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do more buckshot roulette. We'll find something fun to do. You guys just just send me the knock in Twitch and I'll know that it's you and you want me to come back.
Sounds good, bud. Cheers. All right.
All right, there we go. All right, hold on. Whoops, there we go. Dan's sending me to the curb here. Dan's always got a fun game to play, and so I don't mind. We got to, you got to take turns sometimes. Oh, I need to rate this freaking movie though. That's what I need to do. Like actually, like get my numbers down. Where are my numbers? There they are. Okay, there they are. All right, so we're gonna figure this one out here. And I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to read these out loud. I'm just going to tell you what I'm thinking. Got to draw my little diagram here. Just so you guys know, a little behind the scenes. This is what I draw. Acting, dialogue, plot, direction, effects, sound, fun, the total, and then the adjusted total after we talk about it, because discussing it with them kind of changes my insight into the movies and how much I want to see it or go back on it or whatever. Is the bar on fire? Where is the smoke coming from? From the ghost of, I don't know, Barfly's past, I guess? Yeah. So, acting in the movie. Had a bunch of child actors in it. And it's older. Like, this is one that I'm gonna have to talk to the guys about. It's an older movie. And acting was kind of different in older movies. It was like a different style almost, right? They didn't have the depth of emotional range that today's actors have, at least in my opinion. I know the guys are going to be like, what are you talking about? Look at this movie and that movie. But I kind of feel like they didn't have the depth of emotional range back then. So a movie that in today's standards has good acting for a movie back then would be actually like really good, right? If that makes any sense. But it was chock full of child actors, so yeah. The dialogue, a very interesting phenomena here. Like, how do we deal with this? Because it's a sing-along. It's not a sing-along. I mean, it was for me and Hillary. It's a musical though, so most of it is the lyrics of the songs. Does that count as dialogue, or are we just going to focus on
Ask me about my winner.
On the people talking when they're talking, not singing? You do realize this movie is based on a true story? I did not know that, Windstorm. I did not know that at all. I'm going to give the dialogue a solid baseline there, I think. Both? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for, Sifu. I'm kind of going for both. Now, the plot. The plot had like two things going on, right? It has the political war stuff, and it has the romance and the kids stuff happening simultaneously. Did they intertwine those two plot lines very well? Were they good plot lines in the first place? These are things we're going to be discussing. The direction. I don't know anything about the directors of this, but there were some definite choices made that I felt strongly about. I'm trying not to tell you guys anything, but still talk about this, you know? I wanted to watch this movie with you guys because I absolutely love it. Well, you should have shown up to the watch party then, Windstorm. I'm sorry. I know your money's tight and everything. $5 a month gets you into those watch parties, and you don't have to stay a subscriber. You just pay the $5. We're in there almost every week watching a movie. And so if you were to rent one movie from home, like a cheap movie from home, you would make up that $5 in one shot. Like if you were to watch one of those movies that because we try to watch movies that are streaming on services that people don't have, or we're renting it from Amazon Prime or wherever, and we're paying that money to give you guys value to those movies. Directions one, I'm not certain about. I'm gonna have to talk to the guys about this one. I just don't really have a feel for that. The effects. Now this is an old movie. I was asking questions like, is this Technicolor remastered or something? Because the stage makeup was so thick on their faces. It was actually kind of rough. The sound, it's a musical. And here's the cool part about this. I went into this movie not having seen it, and I knew every single song, word for word, all the way through. That's how popular and good the songs were from this movie, that without seeing the movie, they became stuck in my head. over the course of my life. Like I've heard them from other places or clips or whatever, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then the fun score. I'm not even going to hide this one. I had a boatload of fun watching this movie, which was a huge surprise. So I can't even hide that. This movie was just monumental amounts of fun watching. Possibly because Hillary and I were having a huge sing-along event there, but whatever. It was fun. It was just fun. So let's tally this in secret, of course, because I'm not going to show you guys. You got to wait and see what this score is going to be. I'm not trying to rhyme all the time. It's just happening a lot. That and divide by 7 gives us the score for this. That is a very surprising score. That's a very kind of surprising score, actually. I'm not really sure how I feel about that score yet. I got to talk this one over with the guys a lot. This is going to be very, very difficult for me to rate this one. So, yeah, I definitely couldn't hide it during the stream. yeah. You have this movie at home, actually watch it whenever. All right. Well, that's it. Now I got to talk with these guys and figure out my adjusted total, and we'll see if that changes my score any. I have a feeling that when I talk to these guys, they're gonna influence me to a higher score than what I've got on this paper. Pre-roll ads are disabled. Why are pre-roll ads disabled right now? Now's a great time to be running ads. I don't know who my mods are, but yeah. Oh, speaking of mods, let's go mod some people. Let me see. I think I can do something with this. What do I do here? Isn't there like a button to just like make mod? There we go. Mod. Boom. You're modded. Gotcha. And here's another person I can make a mod who's been showing up a lot, being very helpful in stream. There we go. Modded. Boom. There's some other people in here I'm looking for. Where is he? There he is. How has this guy not been a mod my whole life? Boom. There, he's modded. And of course, she gets to be a mod too. Of course. There we go. Boom. Done. It's done. I got some new mods for the stream. Just like that. All right, when's Dan gonna do his knock-knock thing? Because I'm running out of shit to talk about here, and I don't want to do a whole nother round of shotgun blah, blah, blah. Mods can turn the ads off and on. They can't turn them off and on. You postpone them. Snooze them. There we go. That's the word. Thank you, Windstorm. You can snooze the ads like up to 3 times. And I don't even know how to snooze the ads. I'm going to be honest. When it comes to my stream and managing my stream live, I just don't. Right? Like, if people want to come in here and talk crap about me and be a jerkface weenie head, as long as it doesn't bother my mods, they're just going to get to keep doing it. But if it offends my mods or bothers them, my mods get to ban you. And I don't ever question my mods' choices. I think I've only had to unmod like maybe 2 people in my life. And that was it, because they were being a little too aggressive with ban hammers and stuff, or just doing weird stuff. I don't know. It was kind of there's some stories. I don't want to say names or talk about it, but there's some stories about people doing weird stuff and mods having mod wars. Like, people who get like, I've had a mod who was upset at someone from a different stream. And so they banned them from my stream, even though while in my stream they were behaving themselves. And I can't have that. I can't punish you for what you did elsewhere, right? This is my stream. We do things my way here, and that's it. Whatever you want to do elsewhere, that's your business. And I don't want my mods banning people for doing stupid stuff elsewhere. There was maybe one person ever who I would tell my mods, hey, if this person shows up, ban them. Like, if you feel like they're already banned, but they like to make fake names and come into other people's streams and cause problems, that if you figure it out that it's them, because they're really kind of... What's a nice way of saying this? They didn't do a very good job of hiding their anonymity because they're fucking morons. Sorry. I didn't. Anyway, and they would, my chat would figure it out. And I told him, just ban this person. Just ban them immediately. Oh, Dan says that we're linking chats. All right. I got chat combined with Dan, and we're going to jump back over to his stream and check that out. I like this song. This is a good song. Dude, Nefex is so good. If you're not listening to Nefex, you need to.
I think Mrs. Hillary will. So
Nice.
I don't know when you'll get a chance to watch them, but
Yeah.
unless they're made into movies.
And there's Brian. How you doing, Brian?
Super duper.
Excellent. Let's
Ooh,
see.
doggy.
I assume you accepted. So where's the shared chat button that I feel like I always misplace?
Brian,
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is the one time I could potentially beat your score.
I'm filming a show here.
What do you mean beat my
For the
score?
love of
In this
God.
silly little game that Dan does.
Oh, the game. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about it. I was like, I don't know. I mean, my score on this movie is like all over the place. you might crush this score.
Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye to Will and Hillary for a minute or so.
Sounds good.
Oh, Dan's kicking them out now. We're all taking turns getting kicked out. Oh, hold on a second. I got to get my thing set up here. I'm watching the wrong stuff. There we go. All right, I'm ready. Ready when you are.
Okay.
What am I playing? What am I playing?
That's what I was just about to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a game we always do. Because we're doing Sound of Music, this is going to be musicals. Now, I know you're not a musical person, so
Oh, Will's going to crush me.
Will did very well.
Yeah, Will's going to crush me on this.
For the most part, I tried to make these relatively obvious. I wasn't trying to like put super behind the scenes anything. The last one or two are a little more obscure, but the first couple, we'll see how you do.
Okay.
Good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right. This week on our rating, we're talking about the Sound of Music. So I'm joined by Brian here. He's going to get 10 different musicals here. He's going to have to try and guess the movie. He does have passes, but he's only got 1 minute to guess them. Brian, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to fail this just terribly, Dan. Let's go.
Excellent. Let's do this. What is this movie?
The Wizard of Oz.
Correct for one. What about, why did it not switch? What about this one?
I know this movie. Yahoo Lady Wawa Guga Pass.
All right.
Grease.
Well
Grease.
done.
Yeah.
Well done. I'll give you a little extra time so we didn't stammer.
Oh, dang it. I've seen this movie too, and I don't know the name of it. Snidely knife guy, barber with a razor. Pass. Hugh Jackman?
Yep.
Ah. I don't know.
Actor, that's a big first one.
Pass. I don't know, but I want to see that one. I like Hugh Jackman, so. Singing in the Rain. I mean, come on, he's singing in the rain.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Oh, what is that? I think I've seen this, but I don't know it, so pass.
All right. A couple seconds.
Is that Hugh Jackman again?
It is Hugh Jackman again. He's a good singer.
I don't know. Pass. I don't know that one either.
All right, 5.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Oh, I don't know it though. It's the knockoff of Romeo and Juliet. What the heck? I could sing it. When you're a jet, you know you're a jet. Oh, come on. What's the name of this? I can't do it. Can't do it. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Really quickly, let's see. This
Go back to the right. La La Land. That's it. I knew that one.
Everybody.
I kept wanting to say Lady Gaga Land, not La La Land.
Pretty close. That's pretty close.
And then we've got Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. There we go. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
This is The Greatest Showman, and if you've not seen it, you absolutely should. It's phenomenal.
Okay. Okay. I know The Greatest Showman. I haven't seen it, but I want
As
to.
far as musicals go, you got Singing in the Rain. So Tick Tick Boom with Andrew Garfield.
I don't know that one. I don't know that. I thought maybe I did. I don't. I know Andrew Garfield, but I guess I don't know that movie.
Sure. Les Mis with Anne Hathaway and Hugh Jackman.
Yep. Probably not going to see that one.
Nope, that's fair. That is an okay skip. West Side Story.
West Side Story. God, everybody knows that.
And then
yeah, I know.
This is the hard one. I wasn't really expecting anybody to get it, but I wanted to throw it in just because I love this one so much. I've talked about it before. Does that look at all familiar?
Kids, the musical. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's close. Pretty close.
They did not make a musical of kids. This is Sing Street.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
I know for a fact I've talked to you about it because it's on my like top 10 list when we did that like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Also, that was 2 years ago. So
okay,
blame me on that one. All right. And then sorry, Hillary, we can only have so many people on screen, but we are also joined by Miss Hillary this week for The Sound of Music, who is not only one of the Patreons, she's also a fellow streamer, a good friend, and just kind of an awesome person to have on. So here we go. Let's see. I can move this stuff around.
Excellent duettist, if that's a word I don't know, but I'm using it.
Absolutely.
That's the word for it, I guess. We had fun. That's all that matters.
That's right.
So, Run, I think you got 3, buddy.
I have
2.5.
Oh, with a 4?
I have Run at 4, Hillary at 5, and Will winning at 7. So well done.
Oh, I told you guys he'd crush me. Yep.
It's like a flip of what we usually score.
I called it. I called
my
it.
one win. I would like to thank my wife for being a big fan of musicals and forcing me to see a lot of musicals live. On
There you go. Okay. So it's 9 o'clock. We're good to start. Hillary and just Ryan, what we've done recently is I'll have you off stage or off camera. I'll do the regular introduction. We'll talk for like 2 minutes amongst ourselves, just like, hey, how you doing? How was your week? How's your new year? Stuff like that. And then we'll introduce you and bring you on and just talk about it for the rest of the episode. Hopefully you don't have any issues and we can hang out for, I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour or so together. Does that sound good to everyone?
Sounds like a plan.
Coolio. I'm gonna switch to you two because that'll freak me out the whole episode if I don't. And yeah, we'll see you in a minute, Hillary. Why are you laughing, bro?
Because Hillary's got some fans. Sorry. I'll tell you behind the scenes. Hillary's got some fans, though. People are liking Hillary.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna take an extra second because my dog is here, and this is the one time I don't want my dog in the room. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
One second. Hi, buddy.
Oh, did you stay up late, Will? Watch the ball drop and all that?
I mean, we don't watch the ball drop, but we do stay up till midnight.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch the ball drop either, but we stayed up till 12:30, I think, and watched Stranger Things and just kind of hung out with the family.
Last season of that.
Actually, me and my eldest, he was getting pretty tired at midnight, and we sat on his bed as he was like just tucking out, and we just sat there with my phone, just watching 11:59 roll over to 12, and then I went, "Happy New Year." And he's like, "Happy New Year, Papa."
I literally on my phone could find a freaking countdown.
Right.
Because, you know, Halifax time zones unlike any other.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was funny. But.
What do you guys celebrate New Year's Eve at like 11:56? Three quarters of a time zone away.
But it's all good. It was good to be in the new year. I don't know. Hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah, I hope so too. Did you guys do any resolutions or anything?
I'm not a resolution person. I'm more of a, hey, if I want to do something,
just do it. Yeah, me too.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which makes me bad for gift buying because if I ever need something, I just buy it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we did talked about things that we were grateful for that happened in 2025. That was it though. We don't really.
A little reflection is okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm probably just gonna say most of what you just said over again. So.
No.
All right.
We're gonna make up new shit to say. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. I don't mind if you want to change the camera positions, but you gotta let a guy know before we're gonna record.
No, it don't be more than probably.
We're up to like 60 weeks of this or something, and flipping those cameras around on me at this point is gonna be rough.
I haven't done the math recently, but yeah, it's getting. Well, it's got to be more than 60 weeks. Like we did the 1 year back in August, and that would have been 52. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Here we go. All right. Okay, I can hear you urinating and/or pouring water.
Pouring. You can hear that. My bad.
Yeah, these headphones are great, man. They work so much better than what I used to do.
Now I can hear you pee all the time.
All right, that's a good intro right there. Here we go. The Sound of Music, 1965. Maria infiltrates the Von Trapp family while the Nazis infiltrate Austria, both with the end goal of making Baron Von Trapp theirs. Find out who will win the man himself in this battle of brute force versus the Sound of Music.
Infiltrating the Von Trapp family.
I don't know.
Sure. It's close enough to what happens. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Our Rating, the show where I get together with two of my friends. We take a movie franchise, break it down by a movie, give it an overall score, and throw it up on the board. But once a month, we are giving it the Patreon pick, where Patreon gets to decide what movie we want to do, and they can choose anything they want. And this month, they chose The Sound of Music. I'm joined, as always, by Brian and Will. Brian, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing great, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing, Will?
Hey, the holidays are going strong.
Yes, this is being recorded on January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year's to you guys, as well as the audience out there. Do you guys have a pretty decent holiday? Christmas, New Year's, everything?
No complaints.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Excellent. It's an audio thing.
Sorry, I'm nodding my head over here. That's right. Still get used to that.
Appreciate it. All right. For this one, we were joined by a couple of our patrons for the watch party, which we do on the Sundays before the Patreon picks. And one of them was actually getting right into this movie, so we decided to allow her to join us. She's a fellow streamer, a fellow Canadian, and a fellow friend. Miss Hillary, how are you doing? Sorry, that took a little long for your camera to kick in than normal.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much, guys, for having me here with you guys. I'm excited.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Now, we've known you for quite some time. This is your first time actually joining us on Our Rating. You are the third guest we've ever had, I want to say. We had Amy, Bubba Hotep, and now Miss Hillary.
Yeah.
So
you're part of an elite club. We don't let anybody join us. We would, but we
might.
haven't.
You keep saying no.
Ta-da!
But
all right.
we know that you love musicals, so we thought you'd be a great guest for this episode.
Well,
Yeah, you did mention they feel like this is something that you watch fairly regularly at the holidays. Is that correct?
Haven't for quite a few years, but growing up, yes. Actually, it's funny. Christmas morning, I actually was talking about everything about all of this with my grandma on the phone. We're talking, reminiscing. So this is a very sentimental movie for me, and my grandma grew up in England during World War II, so it's very close and near and dear to her heart. So
Yeah.
very sentimental. So
Very nice.
very
I'm-
happy to be a part of it.
I'm curious, how many times do you think you've seen this movie?
Enough that I know it word for word,
Oh, okay. All right.
A bunch.
or darn enough.
Well, now here's the thing. This was my first time seeing this movie, but all of the songs I somehow knew word for word because the music in this film is just so iconic.
Yeah, that was interesting because you joined us because of a scheduling snafu, and it's my fault. I do apologize. You joined us about an hour into the play, and then you went back to finish it. So you saw this for the first time out of order, correct?
Yeah, a little bit out of order. Didn't really matter. I mean, yeah, I came in.
The story and whatnot.
I came in, Will dropped all the major plot points in about half a sentence, and I was like right up to speed. Like, oh, okay, got this. Yeah.
Yeah. Will, have you seen this one before? I'm assuming you have, but like a bunch. Or...
Yeah, I've seen it only a handful of times. My wife's a big fan of this movie, this play, this production, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
And yeah, I've enjoyed it off and on throughout the years.
Yeah. Okay. This was my dad's favorite movie growing up, and I had always heard the story like back in 1965 when this came out. A lot of people had, well, nobody had VCRs, but so many people didn't have ways to watch movies at home. So like his dream as a kid was to grow up and get enough money to like own a theater so that he could watch this movie when he wanted to. Obviously nowadays that's silly because you can have DVD players, it's on streaming services, whatever. But like, I remember hearing that story growing up as a child, and I was always kind of like, that's good. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't buy a theater for it, but it's one of those fun little stories I figured I would share. So I've seen this one quite a bit, and I've seen, I think, the stage play once as well. But I think it speaks volumes to how well this movie was made, that it was done in 1965, and I have never even heard of them like wanting to redo it, wanting to remake it, wanting to do a updated version. Like,
don't put that out there. Don't put that out there.
Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer kind of just nailed this one, and I don't think there needs to be a remake one, right? Like,
some classics just shouldn't be touched up, right? Some classics are timeless. I can tell that this is a timeless movie. And I would like to say that though I'm not a big fan of musicals, had I seen this movie growing up, had this been like one of my first introductions to musicals, I would probably have a greater appreciation for the genre.
Nice. Sorry, my restream seems to be going a little bit slower than normal, so it's kind of like lingering longer than it.
Well, I also didn't run on as long as I normally do, so that helps.
That's a fact.
I wasn't going to say nothing, but sure.
So Brian's a self-proclaimed musical methist. What about you, Dan? Your dad, obviously, one of his favorite movies was a musical. So does that mean you grew up in a musical watching household?
So 10 minutes ago, an hour ago, I would have told you I'm not a big fan of musicals, right? Like, I can't think of too many. There's a couple that are close to my heart. I really like Hamilton. But there's a bunch where I'm just like, I don't really care. And then when I was making that game that we just played, and I was going through like the top 25 musicals, I was like, I love this one, I love this one, I love this one. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm like a weird closet theater nerd. Like, maybe I didn't even realize how much of this genre I actually enjoy. Right. Funnily enough, this afternoon, I went to my parents' house to watch a movie called Far From Home. No, Come From Away.
Yes.
Which, if you're not aware of it, that is the story of 9/11, when all the planes got diverted. They all landed in a tiny little, well, not a tiny little airport, but like an airport in a tiny little town called Gander in Newfoundland. Mm-hmm. And they made a stage play about that. Now, I thought I was going to watch a movie. It turns out that I was watching like a film recorded stage play that was also a musical. Mm-hmm. And it blew me away. It was so incredibly well done. It's on Apple TV, I want to say. And if you get a chance, you got an hour and a half to kill. It's really, really good. Had me fairly emotional, but then also that's pretty easy to do this time of year. So I guess I am more of a musical fan than I thought I was, but I wouldn't think this is a genre that I gravitate to. But when
you don't seek it out. You don't seek it out, but right. You do enjoy a good musical. That's fair. Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Hillary? Is this a one-off, or are you a big musical fan?
Also kind of grew up as a drama nerd, so definitely a musical fan. I've seen a couple of them live on stage. Like, I've seen Phantom of the Opera twice, about 15 years apart, both times with my grandma. I've seen Cats twice. I've seen a couple other ones as well. And then, of course, smaller productions. Love promoting high school drama productions. Is a big thing. So Broadway, I've been to a Broadway show in New York City, and that was probably one of the most life-fulfilling moments. Loved it. So
awesome.
Yeah, big musical fan.
Yeah, I don't get out to the theater that much anymore. I did have tickets to go see Hamilton, not on Broadway. That would have been totally different, but in Toronto, which is much closer. And then COVID hit. So they never really rescheduled. We never really got a chance to go do it. So that was unfortunate. Anyways, we're talking about Sound of Music. So what did you guys think of this movie? Will, I'm going to start with you and put you kind of on the hot speed.
All right.
Did you enjoy the viewing with the watch party, or was it kind of like, I've seen this, been here, done that?
No, I always enjoy the watch party because it brings a different element. We can chat to each other, crack some jokes. It keeps it lively. And there's people on this one who were dancing on camera and singing along. We have it muted, so we can't hear how good or bad they are, but they look like they were really belted out. So the watch party really brings a little bit of fun to the whole thing, and I really appreciate any movie we've seen on the watch parties, and I'm always looking forward to those. Nice. But as a whole, I enjoy this movie. I wouldn't, it's not a go-to for me by any means. I wouldn't say any musical is a go-to for me. Again, kind of more like you, Dan, where it's like I don't seek them out, but I don't mind a good musical once in a while. But they're few and far between.
Okay. I was watching this one with my family in my parents' basement. Normally for the watch parties, I sit here at my main rig, and I was kicking myself because there was one point where both Brian and Hillary were kind of like singing and dancing and getting right into it. I'm like, what I wouldn't do for like a screen capture moment right now, get like the two of you just dancing around. So yeah, it was really cool getting to see people kind of interact and get into it. What about you, Brian? This is your first time watching it. Did the watch party help? Was this something you were into, or?
So the watch party always helps any movie to be more fun. Anytime you get to do a thing with friends, it improves it, right? That's just the best part of anything is the social interactions. The watch party was great, but this movie surprised me in how much I had fun with this movie. Not just dancing and singing, because I was like, whoa, I know that song. Oh, I know that song. Oh, I know that. I know all the songs, you know? And so we got to sing along and have fun, and Hillary was dancing with me, so it was really enjoyable. But not only does the music sound good, and I enjoy that. So when there's a good music to a musical, I can enjoy it. But I kind of enjoyed the other parts of this movie, the story, the plot, the narrative, the dialogue between characters. There was a lot that I was like kind of blown away with. Like, even though it's not my normal shtick, I was just really into it. And it wasn't just the ambiance of being in that watch party. It was, this movie was, there's a reason it's so popular.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna throw you on the bus just a tiny bit, or maybe that's the wrong terminology. I'm just gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second. Are you aware this is a true story?
I was not until like half an hour ago. Somebody in chat told us that. I had no idea. So,
I mean, most movies,
as true as any Hollywood story is.
Yeah, based on a true story.
I'm kind of curious how true it is, because there was a moment in this movie where they hear the sound of music and it changes everything, and the movie pivots, and hearts melt, and people are switching, teams or whatever you want to call it, and getting back together. And it dawned on me, I even wrote it in chat, I was like, oh, the sound of music has fixed the problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true the music really was in the real life story, or if it was just a baseline to add music to, but it was good.
My understanding is that Maria does in fact become a governess for the Von Trapp family. They do in fact fall in love. They do have kids. They do escape Nazi-occupied Austria by going over the mountains and make it to, I want to say, America. You're shaking your head no?
They take a train to Italy, but yeah, close.
Okay. But they actually are a musical. Like they do become like the singing Von Trapps or something, and put on a show. I don't know if they had anything to do with the music in this per se, or if any of this music is.
Yeah, I don't know about any of this music, but yeah, they did become a famous singing group prior to Nazis kind of taking over and all of that, and so they escaped well before anything got too dangerous. But yeah, in the movie they got married and everything well before they became a famous singer and all of that. So and Maria was very different. She's pretty much known as very cold and strict, like the opposite of her character in this, but very musically inclined. That's definitely the whole family was that. So yeah, there's some pieces and parts that obviously are embellished to make it a little more likable, but it's a fun story nonetheless.
I never quite understood, why did the Germans want Mr. Von Trapp?
He was like a great naval officer, a commander or something.
Yeah, he was like Captain Von Trapp, and he was legit.
Yeah, they wanted him to like lead their naval, like
Okay, I guess I got that. I was just like, really? You can't just take the runner-up? Like, is...
Yeah, no, yeah. They want the...
Well, okay, so he's really good at his job, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I thought maybe he had, like, the secret to cold fusion or something, but I guess I'm just used to today's movie plots. They were a little more subtle back then.
I think it's more of a, if you're not with us, you're against us, and we'd rather have a good naval captain on our side than on our side. So either work for us or don't, like, die. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But... How was your viewing experience on this one, Hillary? This is you've probably seen this one the most, it sounds like.
It was fantastic. I think the most exciting part, truthfully, was watching Brian get really into it, because we were talking earlier and he was like very hesitant on the film, and you know, he was like, oh, I don't like long movies, I don't like musicals, and for him and I to be on camera and having fun dancing and singing along muted, like it was great. Always a blast sitting and watching movies with you guys.
Nice. One of my favorite parts of this movie, during the watch party specifically, was there's a scene where Maria goes back to the nunnery or whatever that room is called, and is talking to one of the higher up nuns and is like, what should I do? And the nun just starts singing at her, but like the camera is over the nun's shoulder, so you're just seeing Maria get sung at. And Brian is like, this is so awkward.
It was so awkward. I melted out laughing so hard when that happened. I was like, could you imagine just a one-on-one with a nun, like the high-level ranking nun, and she just opens up on you with song? Like, that would be so weird. And it was like totally normal. And then like it happened a couple of times in the story, and I was just like, this is just... They don't ease into it either. They just kind of raw dog the music.
It was the next scene, or not the next scene, but there was later on, like after you mentioning that and kind of laughing at it, there was another scene later on where like Captain Von Trapp and Maria are like expressing their love to each other, and I can't remember which one it is. I think he says "I love you," and she just starts singing, and they're like right up next.
Yeah.
Belting it into his ear. Yeah. I just see Brian just fall off his chair. My family. Again, I'm watching this with 8 other people. They're all like, "You okay?" I'm just like, I can't right now. I'm sorry.
It's very much the musical genre. You know, they just break into song. That's just something you have to accept, that convention. Although I felt in this one, because it's about Maria teaching music and living music, really, and even the Von Trapp family loving music, this movie integrated those musical parts more as part of the story than just those like, oh, now we're in a musical, you know, except for, you know, a couple of spots where we obviously laughed out loud when they broke out. But I felt they had eased into it a little bit more because it was a musical based or singing based story, right?
Yeah. I have to say, I have had, like, we watched this last Sunday, so like 5 days ago. I have had this soundtrack in my head, like it is just filled with earworms this entire time. I have to ask, while we're doing this, Will, what is your favorite song in this? Putting you all on the spot. You're all next, so just be ready.
Yeah. I think I like The Hills Are Alive with The Sound of Music, just because, you know, it's the outdoors, it's nature. I connect with that a lot. And it's beautifully filmed. Like, she's out in the hills in Austria. It's gorgeous. So I think that one's probably my go-to. Not that I sing a lot because I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but it's quite a good song.
What about you, Brian?
Doe, a deer, a female deer. Yeah, just that's like one of the songs I came in on, and I was very happy to hear that one. I used to be in a choir back in high school. It was we called it swing choir, but it was like Glee Club, like from Glee. Not quite that talented, but you know, we were trying. And so, you know, we did all kinds of, like, we did a bunch of these songs and stuff. So it was like coming into that, I was just like, oh, hey, this is cool. And yeah, that's been, in fact, that song has been stuck in my head since we saw this movie.
Nice. What about you, Hillary?
I'm a Devil's fan. So Long Farewell. That's my all-time favorite.
Nice. I have not been able to get How Do You Solve Like Maria out of my head for days, and I just keep changing the lyrics. So it's like, how do you solve a problem like my pupper when I'm talking about the dog? How do you solve a problem like, and I name my daughters, like, it just will not leave my brain. And I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. Like, as I said, like this is just filled with earworms. Even the songs I don't like as much. Like, there's no song that I really dislike, right? And there's so many good ones in this. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 songs where it's like, as the movie was playing, I was like, I can't sing along to this one. Like the nun singing to Maria was one where like that song doesn't resonate with me whatsoever. But like all the big classic ones, even oh shoot, the one he sings about his country that's about a flower. Edelweiss, even Edelweiss, like it's slower, it's more passionate, but it just gets in your head. Like,
yeah. And you know what? They could probably cut down on the runtime of this movie if they didn't play every song twice. I noticed like they sang like every song twice, like a slow rendition at the end or a fast rendition in the beginning. And they went down the list. It seemed like to me, because I kept hearing different, they do like a medley of some songs, sort of. So little bit of repeats in there, but it didn't really matter because they fit the point of the movie. And I think that's one reason this movie's so good, is that the songs are really good and they're used to portray emotion and move the story ahead. Whereas in some of today's musicals, especially like the animated CGI musical kind of stuff, like a K-pop Demon Hunters or something, they just have these musical ensembles that are just interesting and sound cool. This one really like progresses the story a bit in the music that they're using. At least some of them. Some of them are just kids having a good time, but that's also showcasing her teaching the kids how to have a good time with music. So it's important, even though it's not like progressing the story so much. It's still important there.
So at the point where you came in, I don't remember, you said you came in at that song. Before that happened, the kids were saying they don't listen to music, they don't have music in their house, they don't know anything about music. So even that song, she is teaching them music, like learning the musical notes. They're learning how to sing in harmony. They are getting better, and that does progress to them like singing in the competition, which is how they get away from the Nazis when they're at their house and stuff like that. So
also unites their family when their father hears the music. So
yeah,
I was gonna say even just the connection between the children and Maria, right? That the whole movie really, as in essence, relies on that relationship, because if it wasn't connected, then they wouldn't, Captain wouldn't look at Maria the same way, because Maria doesn't have that motherly figure. So,
but you're absolutely right, Brian. Like with musicals, the good musicals at least, these songs should be there to progress the plot and to kind of be what like the actors are thinking or doing or progressing without actually having to say what they are doing, right?
West Side Story would be a great one. It does this very well with all of its songs throughout the story. It is progressing the story through music. This one had lots of downtime where there wasn't any music, and we had some dialogue, which, to step away from the music for a second, I really did enjoy the dialogue, especially between Maria and the captain. Her wit and charm and the rapid fire way she throws out lines, much like an episode of like Gilmore Girls. I don't know if you've ever watched that show. That has a script as thick as a phone book each episode, because they pack so much dialogue into it and they talk rapid fire. And I enjoyed her kind of cheeky little quips that she threw back at him without any hesitation. I thought their flow of dialogue was fantastic, and their banter really, really good. Even though I didn't necessarily like the captain's character, he was a bit dry, intentionally so in the beginning, but still kind of dry toward the end. I just really liked the way they talked in between the music.
Yeah, for sure. I did the stupid thing of getting Christopher Plummer and Christopher Lee confused. So for the first like half an hour of the movie, I am looking at the captain, trying to figure out how this guy turns into Saruman down the road and Dracula, and I'm like, I just don't see it. Like, I don't know, maybe he aged really weirdly, and then like it clued in. I think Will told me like halfway through, he was like, I don't think you're thinking about the right guy there, dude. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't believe this guy was in a metal band. He's like, he absolutely was not. I'm like,
well, speaking of his look, I asked you guys, I was like, was this like remastered or done in Technicolor or something? Because he's looking a bit orange. Everybody has like really heavy, colorful skin tones and everything. And you guys were like, that's a little overdone stage makeup is what you guys were saying. And I agree. I think that as far as the look of this film, it's very colorful and vibrant when it's supposed to be. It's very dark and dreary when it's supposed to be. But the characters individually, I just feel like they use too much stage makeup on them, and with the vibrant color scheme that they used, it made them look overdone, a little burnt almost, and it was distracting to a degree. I've seen a lot worse, but that was one thing that I didn't think this movie did very well. And to move on to another point that they didn't do very well, I also had some issues with the cinematography choices. They were choices, they just weren't my choices. Some different angles, zooming out, some transitions from scene to scene that were jarring. A lot of times when you transition, you want the viewer's eyes to be at this point on the screen, and when you transition, the point of interest is in that same spot on the screen instead of making you move over here. And they would do these hard transitions where you're looking to this side of the screen and it moves to the next scene, and now your eyeball has to move over here, and it was just a little weird. Maybe that's a technique that's been more developed since this movie came out, or maybe they intentionally did that to jar you from scenes of like loving family members to crazy Nazis. I'm not sure, but I didn't like that. So the look of this film had some issues for me.
That's interesting. I definitely did not pick up on that. I'm kind of curious to go back and see a scene that you're thinking of, because I can't, because I can't picture it, I can't like argue against it, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, you did that on purpose because of this. Like, I just.
But you probably noticed some of the long pan out scenes where they start in close and they pan out until this person's like way off on the hill. We had some aerial shots that just make drone shots look like crap. That was good. I liked that. These aerial, I don't know how they did those, like with a hot air balloon or something. Like it was nuts. They looked really good.
It could be cranes or things like that for sure. That's what I said too. Like, the movie is beautiful, picturesque, because they did film in Austria, all around some famous places, and they do some nice wide angles to get some really nice landscapes in there, which is it's good to see. You don't see that in a lot of movies anymore. It's all green screen, make believe Avatar. It sucks. I'm just joking. Obviously, we all love Avatar.
Don't unfollow.
But might get more followers. Avatar is at like $1 billion already. It's doing just fine. It does not need us in our audience.
No, that's true.
Yes. So there were some great shots. I really liked the wide angles. I liked the scenery. Oh my God, the sets were so amazing. You guys probably didn't notice this, but they had a lot of sets that they made the color of the set to match Maria's clothing. Like she came in light greens, and so I guess so did the captain. At some point, they had matching costumes that you didn't really notice they were matching, but it blended really well. And the scenes behind them had lots of shades of like green or olive in it, and they blended it really well. So the set designs, the wide angle shots were great. I just had trouble with scene transitions, and some of the angles from the camera were just weird angles that you just don't see anymore. And maybe it's just I'm not used to it, but they were kind of aggressive little angles and shots and transitions.
That's fair.
Yeah, well, I think part of it too is that it was also filmed in the mid 60s. Right, like comparatively to the film that we see now, like you said earlier, techniques have changed, they've been developed, they've been explored on how to make things a little smoother, like technology, editing software, all of that has changed too, right?
Right. That sometimes becomes a problem, though. I think Will agrees with me on this when directors and production leans too heavily on science and technology to shore up the shortcomings of bad choices or try to save some money or something by doing it in a way that is, well, fake, you know? And I like it when they show that they got the chops to pull off an aerial scene like this does without using a drone or a green screen and make it look so amazing.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things about going back and watching old movies is like anything made, say, 95 and newer, if they do anything cool on it, my brain just goes like, it's probably CGI. Whereas, like, if you go back far enough, you can watch something like we watched Ben-Hur like 3-4 years ago, my wife and I. And there's so many scenes in that. Like, how did they film this back when they filmed this? Like, it doesn't. My brain is like trying to figure out the magical trick, which is way more entertaining than just going like, oh yeah, green screen. Oh yeah, this is the whatever that thing they use at Disney all the time now. I always lose words when I play the show. It sucks.
that's how it goes sometimes. There's also something to be said, because Mrs. Hillary mentioned it. This was made in the mid 60s, and filming really changed, like pacing wise of filming really changed when the first Star Wars movie came out. And so everything kind of pre Star Wars had a slower pace to it. You know, they did linger on shots longer. And I think it kind of goes with the genre of musicals as well. You kind of linger on different beats and things a little bit more for different emphasis in these movies, which is, I think, kind of plays into the length of this. Brian also mentioned, them redoing some of the songs and different melodies and mixing it, and that's just a musical thing, right? It happens all the time. So, this is 3 hours long. It is a long movie, but I do think the pacing is good enough and the story is strong enough and the music catchy enough to hold you through it.
Well, and I was just thinking on top of that too is the movies during the 60s. You went for it was a big deal to go to the movies. So you wanted that length, you wanted that time because it was such a big moment.
It was a big outing, right? Like you're going to the movies. Mm-hmm.
Like look at Gone with the Wind, for example. Like that's two tape VCR movie, like a beautiful movie, scenery, incredible story, classic. But same with The Sound of Music. Like I think yes, there are scenes that could be cut, but it's such a classic, and it carries through the times that it's almost each moment I think plays a part in making the movie as a whole.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta ask, what'd you guys think of the kids' acting ability in this movie? We had a range of ages. We had a real little one. She was super cute. Terrible delivering her lines, but super cute. So I think that's what they were just going for is, hey, let's make it cute. I mean, this was the little girl at the elementary school play that comes out there and everybody in the crowd goes, "Aw," and she, shouts out her line and then walks back off stage. Like, that's the level of acting we had with her, but it was forgivable because she was so adorable. And, she had a pretty good voice on her when she sung her little tunes, and so it was fine. The rest of the kids were passable. They're fine. I thought the older kids were pretty good. The oldest daughter, I thought, did a great job in this, and so I didn't have any trouble with that. And like I said, with the adults, I really enjoyed their dialogue and conversation and stuff. I did think the father was a bit dry throughout the whole film, but that was kind of part of his character, at least in the beginning. It was supposed to be. So I thought acting was pretty solid myself. What do you guys think of that?
I got curious and looked it up halfway through, and it turns out the oldest daughter is actually older than Rolf, the German soldier that she's in love with.
Yeah.
So when they're singing and he's just like, "Well, I'm 17, 18. You're gonna have somebody taking care of you." I'm like, she's older than you, dude. Doesn't have anything to do with their acting ability. I thought she did pretty well. I agree. The youngest daughter was maybe the weakest link, but even then, I think she did a pretty decent job for the script. Like, because the role is to sing and she had a good singing voice, I think that makes up for the fact that the acting is less than, and even to some extent, because she is the kid, like, she would be the one that would be the most out of line if they were trying to do like a straight line or trying to do on cue. Like, even in reality, it would kind of make sense that she'd be the one that's just be a little bit off. But I thought she did a pretty good job as far as the songs and all that go. But,
yeah.
What do you, Will?
I agree. I think they did fine, and I do believe they probably cast for voices and physical dancing, like some choreography. So I think acting was probably the third thing they looked at, because most of what the kids are there for is the singing and some dancing with the end or so long songs, right? So I didn't mind it, and the youngest one was super cute. Like, say what you will, were her actions over the top? Yeah, but little kids can be over the top, and she was just super adorable when she'd give those weird faces, and you could just laugh at it.
Hillary, you agree?
Yeah, I also think that there may have been the intention not to upstage Christopher Plummer and Julie Andrews, because they are, very well known and very popular, especially at that time. So they wouldn't want actors to upstage them and take away from them. But I think they did a fantastic job standing next to Christopher Plummer and Julia Andrews.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Marta, the oldest daughter, is the only one that would have a chance of upstaging Julia Andrews, and even then, I don't think. I think it's.
I thought they blended it real well.
Clear. Yeah.
Liesel?
Is it Liesel? Oh, sorry, maybe I had the wrong name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Liesel is the oldest. My apologies.
That's okay.
Don't worry, Mrs. Hillary knows.
That's why we ever here.
That's why we ever here. Yeah. Now we were talking about the actors. We've obviously touched on Christopher Plummer. Clean's Canadian alert. We all know.
I knew it was coming.
Plummer is a fantastic Canadian actor. Passed away here somewhat recently, but we do appreciate seeing Canadians on screen, even as far back as the '65 pictures. That said, originally they dubbed his voice when he was singing with somebody else's voice for the original because they didn't know if his voice would carry well enough. So they got like a professional singer to dub over. And then they fixed it retroactively. I think after it was out of theaters and whatnot, but they did put his voice back in for the movie in the end, which is nice.
Nice, that's awesome.
He also messed up one of the lines. I don't know if you guys noticed or remember. He
calls her captain.
He calls her captain.
Yes.
Line flub, but the director loved it and how they each reacted to the line.
Because he looked flustered by it.
Yeah,
and she had him flustered.
He got him flustered. Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually spoke on like in real life how much he did not like working on this movie, and how much it was to work with Julia because she's such a ball of energy throughout the movie, and I think in real life. But they are very close friends and remain close friends after the movie. But he just said he didn't really enjoy working on the movie because it was just too much for him. So I thought that was really funny.
So I'm having an issue debate. I'm kind of got this internal battle in my head. There's basically two plot lines in this film. There's the Maria and the captain getting together, the romance, right? And will they or won't they? Obviously, they're going to. We know how it's going to go. But, there's that plot line of her being introduced into the family. And then there's the plot line of the Germans and the greater picture of what's going on in their world and the dangers and them trying to, kind of kidnap him for the war effort. What did you guys think of these two plot lines going simultaneously? Do you think that the director wove them together well? Do you think that they were fully fleshed out? Like, what do you think of that? Because I'm having trouble reconciling my thoughts on this one.
Hillary, do you mind if we go to you first?
Yeah, I think there was such a heavy focus on the relationship for majority of the movie, and then they kind of brought the Nazi aspect in later in the movie. I think it could have been integrated throughout the movie a little bit more early on, but it was only a couple of little sort of pinpoints where it was mentioned. But other than that, I mean, I love this movie, as I've already said, so it's hard for me to look at things differently, but I try to see things objectively. So I can see both where it's integrated, but it's not.
It's the trouble with being a movie critic. You got to get analytical about these things, and sometimes your favorite movie ends up getting some hash marks on it that you wish didn't exist,
Yeah, for sure. It's been interesting the last year and a half, actually. Yeah, watching some movies where you're like, oh, I never noticed that until I started really paying attention.
Right.
But there you are. I think they did weave it in fairly well. There are many mentions over the course of the movie about when he invites the Baroness and Uncle Max over, where Uncle Max is kind of falling in line a little bit and trying to convince him he's supposed to. He's like, absolutely not, I will not do it. The Rolf character who is delivering mail and clearly the captain does not want that mail showing up at his house, doesn't want Rolf showing up at his house. It's not like they just throw it in at the very end, but obviously it gets much stronger later on in the movie, probably because the romance is dealt with, right? They did get together. That's it's not over, obviously, but you know what I mean. the interesting part of the relationship is over. Now they can focus on fleeing the country and the Nazis coming in and all that stuff. But it wasn't out of left field. Like, they did build up to that a little bit. You're right. There were like little one-line drops here and there, but enough that you knew what timeline you're in. You knew what was going on, like, especially if you know your history, what's happening in Austria around that time. So it didn't bother me whatsoever. I thought they did a pretty decent job of weaving it together. What about you, Will?
I mean, I don't know. I think they earmarked it along the way, so it's not a huge surprise that this is where the story's going. My question is, did it need to go there? Were we really concerned in this story about him being taken and captured by the Nazis and working for them and tearing this family apart, or were we just happy that they got together like most musicals? And that's the difference, right? Like, most musicals end at the marriage, happy ever after, and then this movie goes on for another 45 minutes of like, oh, now can they stay together, or are they going to get ripped apart? So it was an interesting take. I just don't know if it was necessary, or in an ideal world, could they have weaved it a little bit more harmoniously? That's a singing term, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page as Will. I felt like one plot kind of ended and the other one went on a little further. And that's okay. It didn't bother me because, like you said, Dan, they dropped enough points and hints and stuff. It was alluded to. It wasn't weird or anything. I just think that it would have been a little bit better had she left for the nunnery and he been taken away by the Nazis, and you're like, oh my goodness, there's no way they could ever come back together. And then somehow they bring them all together to triumph at the end, and both stories resolve simultaneously. That's a little bit more today's movie plots. Of course, today's movie plots aren't even that cool, but they do try to make a climax all the things at the same time, and that's just what I'm used to, I guess. And so it was a little weird to see one thing happen and conclude, and then the other thing happen and conclude. It's just a little different. Again, these are choices. They're not necessarily right or wrong. They're just different, and it kind of showcases the time that this film was made. And what was going on. I did like that they had both plot themes going on. I don't want them to drop either one or upstage one or the other. I just maybe thought that there was a different way you could approach making the movie finalized.
And it is based on the true story, right? Like, they did become this musical family, and then they did escape from...
Yeah, so that's a little more accurate than you.
Yeah, so it is somewhat accurate, but again, that timeline is wishy-washy in the movie and the play as well.
And realistically, I'm not saying I want this movie to be even longer than it was, but like realistically, you could continue on and have like the singing Von Trapps in America or wherever it is they ended up, and like now you've got the stage play, and how's that go? Like, you have to have an ending somewhere, and I think you're saying they took a train to Italy. The movie has them like running over the hills, like it bookends it nicely, right? It starts in the hills, it ends in the hills.
Yeah, exactly. It wraps
it kind of just wraps it up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have an issue with it. I did think it was interesting that the Disney Plus version, where you can pause it at any time, had a 10-minute intermission in the movie. That was a little bit weird. Where like, oh, this is just going to keep going, and there wasn't even like a timer to be like, return to your seat at this time. It's just intermission, and you just kind of have to guess when. Time to go get popcorn. What's happening right now? I don't understand.
That's just old movies, though.
No, I know, but
intermissions.
It's weird. It's interesting that they kept it, because I just read like in the 1995 VHS release, they were able to get it all on one VHS by getting rid of I don't know the French word, but the opening and then the intermission.
Right.
So they can fit it all in one. I'm like, why didn't they take that copy for Disney Plus? I guess for
authenticity or something.
Authenticity, but like. I don't know. Even if because Netflix gives you that like skip the intro button that pops up whenever the music of a television show pops up. Even give me that for the intermission, just like skip intermission, like. But
hey, we utilized it. We had a break, so you know what? I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but again, would have been nice if it had been like
optional,
2 minutes counting down or something. Like, give me how much time do I have to run to the washroom?
You're so millennial, man. You just gotta swipe away to the next thing, whatever.
Life is short, man. Life is short. We're already watching a 3-hour movie. Yeah. But so this is the minorest of complaints, and it's not even a complaint, just like a funny observation that I had. At the very end, when the Von Trapps are performing at the festival, and they get, they win first place. Spoilers for a 60-something-year-old movie. Why did they try so hard? Why did they try to win? Because the Nazis knew that they weren't there because they didn't come up to grab their award. If they didn't place, they would have had that much more of a head start to get away.
Right.
It was just one of those.
Well,
Have you met the family, Dan?
Yeah, exactly.
They're all about
They're all
music,
over.
man.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just let it go.
Also, third place and second place both went up to get their award and had a hard time being ushered off the stage. So had they come in third, they would have been notified that much sooner.
No, my point is get seventh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like don't place. But it was just one of those weird little why would you? Sure.
I
go for
see.
it. Do your best.
I just thought they were
dramatic that way, Dan. Because
Oh,
you're,
absolutely.
waiting
Absolutely.
For them to come out a couple of times back and forth. Where are they?
I actually really enjoyed the scene when they come back out there and they're on the stage. And it looks like they are surrounded by Nazi soldiers. It looks like they are absolutely just it's them versus all of the Nazis, right? You got Nazis up in the windows in the front row. You're seeing swastikas left and right, and it's scary. And he brings in that Edelweiss song, and he gets all of Austria to sing with him. And suddenly the tables turn and you realize there are so many Austrian voices in the audience. And now suddenly all those Nazis, they look really small in the front row. You don't see them in the windows anymore. They kind of change the perspective and you realize the power of music has just shown the strength of this country and the feebleness of the Nazis trying to occupy it. It was kind of this neat moment for me watching, just going, wow, they really did a great job of showcasing that moment with music and the change of the atmosphere in that auditorium. Absolutely loved that closer.
That was such a phenomenal point that I'm promising you that's going to be a short by the end of the weekend. Well done, Brian. Does anybody have anything else they want to point out before we get to rating this thing?
I guess the only other thing is this is like an honorary Christmas movie at this point. ABC has been airing this in December since 2002. I think that kind of goes to show that this thing has some staying power. Not only, it was made in 65, but in 2002 they started broadcasting every year, and people are tuning in every year to watch it. Otherwise, they have no reason to keep playing it. So, a lot of people do watch this over their Christmas break. It's such a wholesome story, and I think that's very interesting because not every movie could do that.
I'm sure there's something to do with the copyrights, and it probably became free around there too. So it was. They better to play something that's going to get views, but they probably don't have to pay for it to.
Isn't it 50 years things go into public domain? I think it's 50 years.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Used to be 25. Disney threw a conniption fit because Mickey Mouse was about to get 25 years old and they wanted to continue making money. And so they had that law pushed back to 50. I could totally be wrong. I could be talking completely out of my ass on this one. I don't know. That was what I heard. So
that doesn't sound wrong. It is. Sorry, this is off on a tangent. It kind of blows my mind that that things become standard or public domain, even if the person who created it is still making it consistently. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something like Sound of Music, which was made in. The movie was made in 65. The play was probably before that. That makes sense. It was made one time, forever goes, so be it. But for things like Batman and Spider-Man, which are now getting to the point where they're going to become public domain pretty soon, it's that's weird to me. That just all of a sudden DC could use Spider-Man or anybody could use Superman. That, I can't wrap my head around that. I understand that's the way.
But can't you just make Spider-Man 2099 and it's a new character and it starts fresh there, and so they can rip off that. But
Morales, so they can do it with them. But it's just a weird concept to me. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this, but. Just one of those things. It's gonna be an interesting world in a couple years. Okay, so if nobody has anything to say, we'll do. Oh, I forgot to do the ridiculous.
We're gonna go Hillary first on the rating, or after all this stuff?
Yeah. So for everybody watching for the first time, when we do have a special guest on, we will get our guest to give their score, but it does not affect the poster score. Now, this is the Patreon pick poster. It's not a regular poster, but regardless, I do want to hear what Hillary says, but we do keep the overall score, just the three of us.
Right.
So, actually, whoop, sorry, I lied. I was going to give you the floor. I didn't do the Radique thing, but we can still thank our patrons.
Yeah.
If you like what you do, if you like what we do and you want to help support us, consider joining our Patreon. There's a link down below. Shout out to our producers, including Miss Hillary, who joined us today, our executive producers, Real Bubba Hotep and Dino, and our head writer, Elder JM990, who actually chose The Sound of Music for us to watch. Thank you all so much. All right, Hillary.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
All right, so I think overall I'm gonna give this movie probably, I'm gonna go high and say about an 87. And the reason I say that, obviously, as I've mentioned, there's very big sentimental moments for me, and I think that's across the board for a lot of generations, especially that older generation that shared that moment with their families and, you know, children, grandchildren. I think it's such a timeless movie. The message is beautiful. All of it, just it's this beautiful little package, white little, you know, brown paper packaging, tied up with string. And it's such a beautiful movie, and it doesn't matter. You don't even have to watch it at Christmas. You can watch it anytime, and it's such a beautiful movie, and it's so well done, and such a beautiful message of the movie, I think, in the grand scheme of things. So 87 for me.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, I have to actually make a new category for
Now let's get to the real meaningful rankings.
Yes,
the non-bias.
None of these musical lover ratings. Get out of here. wait, I do want to ask though. Oh, wait.
Oh, all right, no. Sorry, everything's a little slow, but go for it.
That's all right. Mrs. Hillary, is there a music off the top of my head that you enjoy more than this?
Cats.
Okay. Nice.
Get out
Not
of
the
here.
movie,
Not
but
the
the
movie.
musical. Yeah. Okay.
Not the movie. I haven't even watched the movie because I just can't. I've read the book.
That's fair.
It is based on a series of poems. I don't know, by T.S. Eliot. Love Cats. Probably. I've seen it in theater, like on stage. It was probably my favorite. That and Phantom. But
Okay.
Phantom's
the three
good.
of them.
I have never seen Cats, ever.
Me either, and I don't ever want to.
No.
I'm a dog lover myself.
I want to take a lot of drugs and watch the movie from like 5 years ago because it's just how awful it sounds.
Yeah.
But I'm just not that much of a drug person or a Cats person, so we'll just leave it alone.
The movie, Andrew Lloyd Webber's stage production movie is beautiful. The songs are beautiful. But yeah,
I won't argue with you that the music is amazing. I just don't know if I want to sit through. people
you have to
playing Cats.
enjoy acrobats too,
No, for sure,
right?
for sure.
Like, there's some pretty incredible acrobats in dancing, and that's where you have to really be into that to really enjoy Cats, because it's more acrobats than it would
Dancing.
be.
Yeah.
Even more acrobat than music.
Music, right?
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
actually sang Cats as a speech. Yeah.
You gave a speech in the form of a musical from Cats.
Yeah. Well, I talked about the history of Cats and then sang parts of the musical in my speech in front of my whole school.
Amazing.
Wow.
And then
Amazing.
everybody laughed.
Big
and
fan.
I
Big
cried.
fan. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds
That
accurate.
sounds right. Drama nerd crying in the halls. That sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Well played.
Will just had flashbacks from your memory.
All right. Sorry. I derailed us again as usual.
All good.
So I'm gonna invert Hillary's score and go 78 on this one. I'm not a big fan of musicals. I've seen a couple. I like a couple. It's just not something to really go for. But I just had so much fun watching this film and was so surprised going into it thinking it was going to be 3 hours long, and I ended up showing up 1 hour after it already started, so it was only a 2-hour movie for me for that viewing. But then when I was finished, I was like sad because I missed out on an hour of it. So it was a very enjoyable film, and I think just discussing it with you guys has really helped me to kind of figure out where I stand on a lot of the different points on this one. And I think especially for the time that it was made, it's an absolute masterpiece. It holds up really well, even to today's standards. There are some choices that they made in the film which aren't necessarily wrong, but I just didn't really agree with. But I had a ton of fun with this, and the sound and the music of this music just really carries this movie for me and made it super enjoyable experience. And I wish that I could watch all of our movies in our watch parties, because our little sing along there was fantastic fun. So 78. If you didn't get that, Dan, 78.
I did.
Okay.
Sorry. As I said, the camera, like the restream is acting.
Oh, a little slow. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Delayed. I apologize for that. Shit, you said something I wanted to comment on, and I can't think what it was. No, I guess it's gone. That's unfortunate.
It'll come back.
Yeah, that's how my brain works sometimes. Just gone.
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. Nope, it's not there. All right, so we've talked about the watch party a couple of times, and I'm going to do it a little bit more, unfortunately. During the watch party, there was a moment where Miss Tilly was like, oh, this is my favorite part, or I really like this part or something. And Will was like, what part do you not like? And she's like, yeah, that's a fair point. Like, I really do enjoy all of this. And that made me think, like, I hadn't seen this movie in a long time. It was not one that I was necessarily, like, raving to go back to. But watching it, I was like, this is a really good scene. This is a really good scene. This is a really good scene as we kept going. And then Brian joined us a little bit later. And when he came in, he's like, I've never seen this before, but I know all of this music. And I was kind of like, that's a great point too. Like this movie, the music of this transcends it to some extent, right? Like even if you've never seen it, you know everything in this one. It is a shockingly fun watch. It flows so nicely. The plot is amazing. The cinematography, I didn't have the problems Brian had with it. I was just looking at the backgrounds, the scenery, whether it be the house or the mountains, everything. The choreography was incredible. The performances, yeah, there was a couple of lines that were a little off, but as far as the songs go, they were dead on, and that's kind of why I was here. I don't have very much to pick apart with this movie. I think it's incredible. I don't think it's one that I go back to very often because it is 3 hours long. It is a bit older, but like I watched this with my family, my kids, my grandmother. Everyone was engaged with this. This is the definition of a 4-quadrant movie. All age groups were enjoying it. Everybody was enjoying it. I give this an 89. It's pretty high, but honestly, I can't think of anything to pick apart. This movie is 60 years old. As we mentioned, it's played every Christmas. They've never tried to remake it. Sometimes when you nail it on the first try, you just don't have to do it a second time. Go away, camera. Would watch anytime. All right. Oh, sorry. That's what I was.
Were you?
Yep.
Say.
Fuck me. I had it again. It had to do with Brian coming in halfway through. Oh, sorry. That's what it was. The reason Brian came in halfway through, it's on me. It is not on Brian. It was scheduled to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He came in at the proper time, but my whole family wanted to watch it, and we didn't necessarily want to be up till 11 because, as I said, we did have some small kids. So I did ask the group chat if we could start an hour earlier. Hillary said yes. Will was the one streaming it. He had no problem with it. Brian, I thought in the group chat, had said, I'm good with that. So we did proceed an hour earlier, and then Brian showed up on the correct time. So it's not on Brian's fault that he made it. That's on me.
No, I actually remember you moving it ahead an hour, but I got my time zones mixed up. And so I showed up an hour late because of the time zone in my head. It doesn't matter. We got it done. We got it done.
Like Brian was there when Brian was supposed to be.
We all watched the movie. We all have.
Blame Dan, not Will. Not Will, not Brian.
I only blame everyone who wasn't there. Okay, let's be honest.
Clearly, yeah. Eldridge AM, I don't know why you weren't there watching a 3-hour movie at 5 in the morning when you're the one that picked it. That was 100%. Really inconsiderate of you.
That's on him. That's on him. All right. Yeah. What's not what's left to be said? I think there's a reason this movie won Best Picture Oscar in 1965 when it came out. There's a reason why the musical was such a hit when it came out prior to. There's a reason why I learned my do-re-mi's in grade school prior to knowing what this movie ever was, is because it's such good music. It's such a good movie. It has lasting power. It holds up, and it will continue to hold up. I did a quick Google search off air here, while everybody else was ranking, not to throw Dan under the bus or anything, but he's like, I think it's public domain, that's why they watch it. This thing doesn't come out of public domain until like 2060. For some reason, it's got like a 90-year thing on it. So no, they have to pay for the rights for this bad boy. This thing makes money. There's a reason it's still produced today on stage. It's just a classic musical. Yeah, that's the thing. All I have to say about that. It's catchy. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Give it a chance. 84 out of 100 for me. I'm not a huge musical guy. If I could sing, maybe I'd enjoy it more. But I had fun.
In fairness, anybody who's been around at my anniversary parties knows that I cannot sing, and I still had fun. So, stop it now.
Boy.
All right, let me get the poster ready. You guys just discuss amongst yourselves. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, I came in very high, but I'm still a little surprised I was the highest. But it's all pretty close.
You're always surprised you're the highest.
I have to keep my streak going. It'd be the highest or the lowest. There's no in between.
That's fair.
Except for fucking Venom.
I was straight like hoarse voice the next day after that watch party because I was just full throating those songs. Just
I don't know if that's the accurate term you should be using, but
I was home alone, so I definitely belted it as it was very as obvious as it looked, I'm sure. But that's because I do love to sing. So whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but I love it.
Another shout out to Elder JM for picking another just banger of a movie to watch. Whether we like them or hate them or whatever, Elder, you're always picking some really fun movies and varied in your genres and things. So I really do appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it's a good cinematic cultural mix that we've got going on here. Even the movies that I don't like of the Patreon picks, I feel like I'm glad I watched them, so I know why those movies are so popular to other people and have a great time discussing them with you guys, learning about your perspective on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of picks and whatnot, what are we doing next? Like, is it Kill Bill?
Kill Bill for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll have 1 week to fill in, and then the next Patreon, I believe. And we discussed doing the Knives Out trilogy after that.
Trilogy.
So
Right.
that'll take us to the end of February. Well, mid-February maybe. We'll have to find out what Elder JM and the rest of the patrons decide for us to watch a month from now. But other than that, it's looking like Kill Bill and then...
Cool. So we're going from beautiful musical love and harmony and peace to a slaughter fest of blood and swords. I love our transitions, guys.
I mean, it's beautiful in its own way as well. You know,
That's right.
Like
and Zuma. There you go.
Oh yeah, in tight yellow leather.
Poison Ivy, Kill Bill, like probably best costumes.
That's
not
fair.
wrong.
That's fair.
All right, let's jump to this screen.
If I can, by the way, I can't guarantee this, but if I can, I'm going to be watching Kill Bill in the watch party. So anybody who's in the Patreon group or at that level can join me for Kill Bill Volume 1. I'm going to try and watch that this week. I don't know when. I'll let y'all know.
Honestly, you mentioned wanting to watch more movies during the Patreon thing, and like I might be up for that because like those are a good time, and I kind of want to sit and watch them on the big screen. If I'm gonna watch it by myself, I probably will enjoy it more sitting at a computer desk and watching it with somebody than just sitting by myself, even if it is on the big screen. But
yeah, if I get the time to watch, 2 hours straight through, then I'll bring it into the Patreon. I want to try and have at least one movie a week there that we're doing, even if it's not even like anything we're reviewing. Like if I'm going to sit through an entire new movie or something, and I know that I have the 2 hours to do it, I'm going to take it in there and let everybody know.
Yeah, you watched that Mark Wahlberg Topher Grace.
Unfortunately, yes. Flight Risk, yes. Unfortunately, Hillary and I were in there watching that abomination of a film that, honest to God, I'll take some of the Highlander films over that one. It was bad. I didn't like it at all.
Finally, a franchise worse than Highlander. I'll take it.
Well, I hope it's not going to be a franchise.
It was Marky Mark. I don't know what you expected.
Yeah, I had such a hard time grabbing onto his character in that. It was so terrible.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
And, we can just sit around for a minute and talk if we want. And with that, we have The Sound of Music coming in at second place on our Patreon pick board. You were mentioning earlier the diversity in the picks that we've got so far. Going from heavily dramatic City of God to a musical to a sci-fi to 2 comedies. Like, Patreon's picking some good, interesting movies for us, and I'm kind of here for it. This one came in pretty much exactly where I thought it would, under City of God, but still very high up. What do you guys think? You pretty happy with that rating?
I can't be upset with this rating. That's the rating I gave it.
It's the exact one you gave it.
Yeah. I would rather watch Moon. I think obviously my score 78 to 82. I would rather watch Moon than The Sound of Music, but I'm okay with this. I can settle with this.
I think I'd rather watch Moon one more time. I've already seen it twice. That'd be like the third, and then I feel like there's a point where I'm like, I get it. Whereas I feel like I could watch Sound of Music every other year.
Yeah, if I had to have something playing in the background of my house, it'd be The Sound of Music rather than Moon over and over. Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
Yeah, I like it. I like the movie. Thank you again. That was awesome. And thank you, Mrs. Hillary, for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, I'll do an outro and then we can just chat for a minute. Or you can get to bed. I think Brian was saying he's tired. But anyways, 1 second. All right, that is our rating of The Sound of Music. Again, this is a Patreon pick, so it doesn't have to be part of a franchise, so it does kind of break our regular rules. But I had a good time watching it, had a good time recording it, and we did the watch party with a bunch of patrons, so that was a lot of fun too. If you want to join us over at patreon.com, there's a link down below for that. If you want to hang out with us on the recording of this, we do this over at twitch.tv/The Mongoolie Show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can over there and hit the follow button. Or if you just enjoyed this video, you can hit like and subscribe on it and stick on YouTube, where we'll see you in the next one. That was a little awkward. We got there.
Did you say .tom?
Shut up.
Okay, I was just making sure. I can hear things now.
I don't know if I did or not, but that definitely feels possible with that.
Yes, patreon.com. I thought he said it. Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Patreon.com on the screen. If you're reading.com, that's what you'll hear.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, we got it.
It's the best I can do. All right, we don't have to leave, but just before anybody does get going, Brian, where can they find you? What are you going to be doing next? When's your next stream?
Work's picking up a little bit. I do have some jobs, so I may not be streaming Arc Raiders as much as I do at random currently. So, but you can still find me Thursdays here doing movies, and I come in a little bit early to warm up, and then on Sundays, still doing Cyberpunk streams. Those are Sunday evenings. That has to flex a bit. It's sometime after 2, before 10 p.m. That's the best I can do. So turn on that notification bell if you want to catch me on Twitch. Not a lot going on YouTube these days. Just letting my live streams fall to YouTube until I find a rhythm of something I really want to start digging into. I do have a lot of great ideas for content that I'd like to make. The reality is it's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
I feel so the same way. It's ridiculous. Miss Hillary, this is your first time on our rating. I want to thank you so much for coming here. Where can people find you? What are you up to these days?
Right now, kind of taking a little hiatus, just with real life. Everything has been crazy, but I want to get back to streaming soon, hoping for Godforge coming out. So when that starts picking up, definitely start streaming a little more then, and that's hopefully February, March. So take a bit of a break and just hang around the stream and be in the coalition.
Nice. For those who don't know, Godforge is a Raid Shadow Legends style game. So if you enjoy that one, you can definitely check out Miss Hillary. She's making a lot of good content for that one, I'm sure. And Will, thanks again for joining us. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'll probably be streaming on Friday, playing some games with some friends. Yeah, we get into some weird stuff.
Very nice.
Come find out.
Nice. My schedule's been a little bit up in the air with the holidays. It's been a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to getting back to a regular schedule this Saturday. I don't know what we'll be playing, but we'll be doing a Saturday morning. And then Monday, hopefully getting back to like horror Mondays, R rating on Thursdays, streaming whatever on Saturdays, kind of going back to that rhythm. Holidays kind of messed it up a little bit. But with the new year, I'm looking forward to getting back into that rhythm. So yeah, if you want to follow any of us or hang out with us, there you can find us all at Twitch. And then our names are in the whites. So that's it. I just like to do that little call, and then if anyone wants to bounce, they can. But if you guys want to stick around, I am good to stick around. But I got nothing
Trash! Wow, that doesn't suck at all.
I'd love to. I just need to step away for uno momento.
I have a question for Will. Will, how come you're in a looks like a 1950s office with a brand new Xbox 360 stored under the desk there? What is that?
I noticed that as well.
Yeah, that's
360. It's I was running behind, and it was the closest to the date of the movie that I could find. So
hey, no criticism. I just threw up the Smoky Bar scene for mine. It's got a flat screen TV and a lot of cigarette smoke with no bar patrons for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Just toss something up there. Yep.
No, good eye though. Good eye. I'm playing Halo in the back here. So.
Well, ever since The Conjuring, I've been watching your scenes to see if something happens now.
What foolishness that.
Yeah. I do have to bounce. I gotta go get my kids to bed. They were supposed to be in bed 15 minutes ago, so I gotta bounce out of here and go take care of them. But you guys have a great time, and I will catch you next week for Kill Bill. Will, if I'm free on Friday and you're playing Ark, I'll definitely try and jump in if you got room or something. I don't know what you're doing Friday, but you all's got the stuff going on.
I'll see who's around because the holidays and not everybody's schedule is lining up. But yeah, I mean, that's always game for Ark.
Yeah, having so much fun playing that. Yeah.
But it's very popular too. Even Emma broke down and bought it the other day. So
I saw that.
Yeah, even more people are playing. So
yeah, Hillary's playing it now too. So I don't know why Bubba Hotep won't buy the game.
I know why, because he sucks at like shooters. That's why.
So, well, who cares? He buys every single game that comes to Steam.
He buys a lot of games that are like $2 to $8.
Yeah,
$50 to $60 is a bit of a harder.
Well, Ark's on sale for $35 right now. Normally $40 American, and so and honestly, this is a fantastic game, well worth the $40. And so I hope he picks it up too, because I like playing with that guy.
Yeah, I reached out to him like last week after our rating. I hung out with him for like 3 hours playing Broforce and had just an incredible time. So that was a lot of fun. So I was like, hey, you free after our first? He's like, no, I'm counting the minutes right now to when I can go to bed. I'm like, fair enough. Haven't seen him in chat yet. So he bounced pretty early.
Yeah. I got my kids a VR headset, and I have been playing scary games on that. And Dan, I've got this VR game called Madison, and it is so absolutely just terrifying, and I love it. So I'm gonna figure out, either bring the whole PlayStation setup out here or figure out how to run the headset through Steam. I don't want to rebuy it through Steam if I don't have to, but whatever. But I'm going to try to do some VR streams here pretty soon. I'm going to figure that out and make it happen. Those scary games are just amazing. But
I've seen people do VR streams. The only thing I'm curious about, how do you read chat?
You can have chat inlaid on the headset.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how yet, but I know it's possible. And what I'm curious about is how I'm going to get HUD effects to play on the headset, because I want chat to be able to still scare me. And at worst case scenario, I'm going to just have them do creepy sounds that they can activate, which will be horrifying in its own right while playing this game. Very, very scary game. It's kind of like you're in a haunted escape room kind of thing.
Okay.
Is the sense of it. So
My chat still gets me with that stupid like knocking one every now and then. Like it just the spatialness. For some reason, that sound effect
So
as opposed to
good.
all the other ones. Just my chat
legitimately
still
sounds
gets
like
me
somebody
with that
is
stupid
right
like
there. I don't
knocking
even
one
have a
every now
door
and then.
on
Like
this
it's just
room.
the
You know what I
spatial.
mean?
Like there's nothing they could knock on if they wanted to, and I still have